Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. It's your girl, the Brooke Ashley. Come on in the room, y'all. We are here to talk about The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 15, episode 7, and some breaking news regarding Miss Bronwyn Newport, honey, and her new man. But guys, first things first, come on in the room. Come on in the room. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope y'all are feeling good. I hope you're having a great week, a great day. The sun is out. It's a bit warmer than it's been. We're not like Arctic level cold like we've been in the past few weeks. It's a regular 33 degrees over here. So thank God, right? Never thought I would ever be happy to see 33 degrees, but we're here. Now, for all of y'all who prefer the winter time over summertime, come to the front because this is the weather that y'all prayed for. I'm a summer girl. Like I am a summer girl through and through. Give me the summertime all day, every day. So I am struggling during winter. I'm just like, my God, but it's finally not so cold. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. Oh, thank you so much. Y'all are so sweet. Thank you. Come on in, y'all. Come on in the room. I hope y'all are feeling good. You said you like the winter. Okay. No, listen, I am a summer girl. What? Listen, no, right. It's giving us springtime and we're only 33, 34 degrees. I'm like, it's a sad day when 34 degrees feels warm. I'm like, my God, I'm over here hoping and praying that it hits 40 sometime soon. You rather be hot than cold. Yes. Okay. We see each other. All right. Okay. You live in Miami. Okay. Look at you bragging over here. It's what? The coldest it gets in Miami around this time is what, 50, 60 degrees, a cool 71. You have it real good. Yes. Yes. I'm sure it feels good. Listen, we've been dealing with the freezing cold. It's been -3 degrees. So to see 25, 37, 32, it's like hallelujah. So not people sweat and smell in the summer. Listen, that might be so, but I'm gonna always be a summer girl. Oh my gosh, you have me screaming. Hold on. Y'all have me screaming. I had to touch up my makeup. You made me laugh so hard saying people sweat and smell in the summertime. Oh gosh, it's 56 in Seattle. Yeah, I can't stand the winter either. Okay, yes, it's 80 degrees in LA. Oh, lucky. Oh, I love LA. Oh, you don't have to brag. Don't do us. Okay, don't do us girls up north. Don't do us. Look at you bragging, okay? Yes, people are musty under their big coats too. People will be in a Montclair, a Canada Goose, a Macaj, and still stinking. Oh, you said we're in the 10 Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Okay, that Canada winter is no joke. Yeah, I know. You're a fall girly. Oh, I'm a spring summer girl. Emphasis on summer. Like the fall, when the summer is over, I'm just so upset. Like I feel the sadness creeping up. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, see, not y'all have to rub it in. It's 83 in San Diego. I know that's right. 70 in Vegas, and I'm in a hoodie. Oh, you are blessed. It's a polar vortex in Canada. Yes, I'm sure it is. Okay, but y'all, come on in the room. 34 and sunny in DC. Yes, listen, it's a small victories in life. Okay, we are happy. Us DC, New York, Chicago girls are happy to see in the 30s. It's been -3 degrees for the last 3 weeks now. So, all right, yeah, all right, y'all, come on in. Come on in. We have to talk about some things. Hold on. Not to get off topic, but depending on how long this live goes, I might do another live later on, or maybe just wait till tomorrow. I watched a 6-part viral story of a young. She's young. I guess she's younger than she's not. She's like, I guess she's either 20s or 30s, right? That's young. Black woman did a 6-part story on TikTok about she got involved with an inmate and became pregnant by this inmate on, I think, the first visit. We got to talk. I need y'all to watch the story with me. The desperation is truly an epidemic, and I think that it is taking the girls out. So we need to talk about that. Depending on how quickly we can wrap this one up, we can do another live later, either later this evening or tomorrow afternoon about it. I'm in shock. My mind was so blown. I was this close to just saying, you know what, let's skip Beverly Hills and talk about that. But yeah, a mess, honey. It's on TikTok. Foolishness. Type in woman gets pregnant by inmate. I think she's crowdfunding for the baby shower to get a hot mess. And she keeps saying, please don't judge me. Please don't judge me. I downloaded all parts of the story to upload here for the next live. A hot mess. Big desperado. I don't know what's going on. There is an epidemic of desperation, and it's getting worse and worse by the day. And I don't know what is happening. I really don't. A mess, y'all. A mess. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in the next live, y'all. But yes, honey. Yeah, talk about don't judge me. We've all been there. Everybody in the comments is tearing her up, saying, baby, who is we? Me and inmate have never been in the same sentence. That will never happen. That will never happen. A hot mess. She was saying that she was scrolling on TikTok, and I guess he made a TikTok of him in jail, and she said he was cute, fine, and funny, and she found out what jail he's in, and she requested to be one of the pen pals. And a mess, a hot, raggedy mess, y'all. Just foolishness. So, yes, exactly, honey. Listen, we'll talk all about it, child. We will talk all about it. But listen, same here. Never have, never will. That's not even in my vocabulary. That's not even in my mind. That's never popped up in my mind, ever. Not never. Listen, honey, we're going to talk. I have no idea. Yeah, exactly. Not me, girl. Not me. So don't nobody speak French over here. Exactly, honey. Everybody, folks love putting all that we stuff. Stop saying we. Say yourself. Say I. Don't include all of us. Everybody's not desperate. Here you go. Starting trouble. We are only 7 minutes in and you are starting trouble. I am screaming, okay? Yeah, we're starting out. So, honey, you see them? They are starting off. Yes. We're going to talk about it, y'all. We're going to talk about it in the next live. Exactly. How are we in it? Y'all are already starting off, and I'm here for it. Yes, honey. Yes, I rebuke it. I rebuke that we stuff too. Yes, speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. Y'all. No, you guys are going to get me in trouble, please. Y'all are going to get me in trouble today. Please, y'all. Oh, gosh. Honey doesn't know if that... Listen, a hot mess. So she's over there on TikTok, I think, crowdfunding. I saw a post with her asking if we would be so kind to send donations in. Listen, we're going to talk about this in the next live. I'm going to play the whole entire story time for you guys, and you're going to have to watch it with me. A hot mess. A hot mess, honey. A hot mess. So... Oh my gosh. Yes, honey. You better watch those we words. Exactly. I wouldn't show my face. She ain't getting $1 out of me. We aren't. Sorry to this woman. TikTok, I'm calling the prison warden. A mess. You said forget Beverly Hills? No, we can't forget about it, y'all. We got to talk about Beverly Hills. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Tiki tunes in. You have me screaming. You have me. Do y'all see Tiki's comment? You have me screaming. Honey, I think it's too late. It's too late. Child, I just... More foolishness. More foolishness. Listen. Oh gosh. Who is still watching Beverly Hills? You said we don't care for Beverly Hills. Brooke, this is more juicier. Oh my gosh, now this is more juicier. Oh my gosh, Desperados finding Brooke always. I'm sick of it. It needs to stop. No, exactly. Yeah, listen, a mess. You started it, Brooke. Now you have to finish it. Oh, I have watched Love After Lockup and Love During Lockup, though. That show gives me life because the craziness is just unbelievable. Listen, I'm sick of it, y'all. I mean, it's just the stories are getting out of control. Having more hope in strangers for money than your baby daddy. Well, listen, let me just say this. Brooke, this is your fault for not launching the finishing school. My friend just asked to borrow money for her boyfriend's cell phone bill. I can't believe my own life. Are you serious? What? Wait, what? Did you? Okay, okay. I'm speechless. The lady was too stunned to speak. I'm in shock right now. She did what? You said. Oh my gosh. You said reminds me of someone getting up at a funeral, talking about everybody smoke crack. And I looked around like, nah, not everybody, child. Who said that? Why would somebody say that everybody smoked crack? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all. No, I do want to talk about Beverly Hills because there are some things that stuck out to me in this episode. We don't have to go over every single thing, but we do have to just talk about some things, all right? You said this is like when we drop tea and when we want to go, they go ghosts. Exactly. Listen, y'all. Y'all are already starting. Yes, I'm always here for the Kyle and Keely dragging. Okay, you said you like Amanda. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, listen, y'all. Let's put a cap on the TikTok pregnant by an inmate story. We'll put that in for the next one because I want to put all the clips in it, all that good stuff. But we'll hold that. And then let's focus on Beverly Hills and we'll talk about all that nonsense in the next live. Okay. All right. Oh, see, a lady in my town was taken out by a loser without a job. She was a well-known attorney and she was funding his life for his D. No, you're playing with your life. I'm very sorry to hear this about the woman in your town, but your women are playing with their lives, being desperate. Desperate behavior will always lead to your demise and your destruction. I don't think that people realize how dangerous it is to be desperate. People think that I'm being funny when I say this, but it's not funny. Like if you're a desperado, you are putting your life on the line. There's nothing good comes from desperation. Nothing. You should not want anything that does not want you back. That includes jobs, opportunities, being in a friend group, relationships, love, whatever. Anything that is not given freely, you should not want that. If you have to beg to be a part of a group, think about Sutton. Think about all the desperate housewives who want to be in the cool club on their franchises. It doesn't work out in the long run. Sutton, Wendy, the list goes on and on and on. When you're desperate for things, it never works out. So it's terrible. Yeah, you do not be desperate for a job, money. You notice that when you're desperate for money, money doesn't come. It seems like you get your money's all messed up when you're desperate, but when you're good, when you're carefree, you're fine. You get more money flows to you. I mean, people think that it's a bunch of like woo woo crap, but it's true. When you're desperate for things, you repel. So please, we could do a whole video on that alone, but yeah, we all see each other in the chat. But guys, I do want to get on to Beverly Hills because I have some thoughts, especially the scene with Kyle and Mauricio later on. But We open up this episode. We see Erika at home. Rachel Zoe comes over. And I think it's so funny how Erika only had like some ginger ale to offer Rachel Zoe, not a snack, not a grape, not a piece of cheese, a chip, nothing. Just here's, 2 cans of ginger ale or some seltzer water, call it a day. I said, yeah, the hosting needs some work. Rachel Zoe coming in empty handed. I said, my God, but whatever. You said Erika is broke. Oh, we got to talk. Oh, we're going to talk about Amanda being the breadwinner in that marriage. I had to specifically come on and do this live to talk about that. I said, I give that marriage a few more years. That's y'all know how I feel about women being the breadwinners. It doesn't work. It don't work. Don't work. So, anyhow, Rachel Zoe says that she likes Erika a lot. She loves her. She gravitates towards people that have things in them that she doesn't. Erika has a fearlessness about her. She keeps it real. I said, does she? But I digress. We'll be on Erika and this perceived fearlessness for forever, because I have some thoughts about Erika, but that's neither here nor there. Rachel says, can we talk about last night, please? Erika's like, oh my gosh, what the F? I did not see that coming. Erika says, I do feel terrible about it. Rachel says, same. She says, I don't know what Dorit is going to do with Amanda. Rachel goes on to say, Dorit came to her like, what the F? Why are you talking about my husband? Why are you talking ish about me and my ex-husband? And I was thinking, is Amanda going to own this right now? And then she says, it's the anniversary of her twin son's death. And I was like, oh my gosh, I went dark. So Erika says, how do we know about the anniversary of her son's death when she's given us a lot of info about her, but it's been about her business and her accolades, but nothing this personal. Now, hold on, Erika, that's a lie, because I remember clearly in the last episode 6, when Amanda revealed this information to Dorit, they showed the flashback of Amanda telling you all at Jennifer Tilly's party with the nude models. So she did tell you this information. You might have not remembered, or maybe you just didn't care, you didn't pay attention, but you can't lie and say that she never told you this. She did tell you at JT's party. And so, let's not do that. I said, honey, I remember, okay? So, just so we're clear, and I just want to make sure that let me know if I'm alone in this thinking, but it feels like to me, if this were anybody else who shared a very tragic story in this group, there would be more sympathy and more empathy and more compassion. But because they don't like Amanda, I don't hear or feel the compassion. Because even Erika and Rachel Zoe talking about this, it was more like, why the F did she bring this up? Did anybody feel that way too? I feel like had this had anybody else told this story, there would have been more, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. But because it's Amanda, they don't like her. They think that she's obnoxious, rude, whatever, think she's weird. I think that they could care less about her plight. Okay, so we see each other. Yes, if it was Kyle, it would be theatrics for 2 seasons. I agree. Okay, yes, they didn't see it for her already. Very true. Okay, so we all feel the same way. A group of mothers with no empathy. Yeah, right. They are mean girls. Yes, they can't stand Amanda, so whatever she says, they're just over it. Okay, so we're all in agreement there, because I thought the way they were saying it was weird. The only one who did was Kathy. Yeah, I feel like I do feel that way too. So now Rachel goes on to say, may I say something? Does it bother you when you're in a very tight space with somebody and they're on a call? They're really loud on a call. Erika says, yes, it's annoying. So we play the flashbacks of Amanda being on these business calls when she was in the car with Rachel Zoe and Erika in Sedona. Now, I have to say, when I did watch those episodes, Amanda, I thought that was rude of you. In general, it's rude to be on the phone when you're around a group of people, especially on a road trip. That was rude. It was obnoxious. And Amanda, while I am on your side regarding you and Dorit and what happened in the last episode, I do think that overall you can be obnoxious because there was no reason for you to be on those calls like that. It was rude. Nobody wants to hear about your business calls. We all want to have a nice, leisurely, quiet ride. And it was rude. There's a time and place for everything. And I would have been annoyed too if I were Erika or Rachel. Like, girl, what are you doing? Just stop. Like, some things are just bad manners and just inconsiderate. Be considerate of other people. It's like people who play their phone, they play their music on their speaker instead of having their headphones in public. Like, some things you don't do. And that was a no-no in my opinion. Yes, it was very rude for stunts and shows. I agree. And the calls were like, the calls just seemed so fake and performative. She was trying to show off. Yes, she did want everybody and their mama to hear it. It's so rude. Yes, time and place. So I agree with Rachel and Erika on that. Like, girl, nobody hears about your phone calls. It's rude. So Rachel was like, yeah, she was loud AF. Erika says it felt performative, and it did. She says it felt like, look at me. I have a great business. I'm so successful. We know that. Rachel says everything about Amanda feels like, I want you to see this. I want you to hear this. Erika says, yeah, she wrote a book. She's successful. Rachel says, Godspeed. I just don't love the name Money Queen, but that's not for me to judge. One thing I'll say, Rachel Zoe fits flawlessly into Beverly Hills. Honestly speaking, Rachel Zoe gives me that she's been on this show for years because the way it has been an easy transition, she's quick with it. Rachel Zoe's she's clever with the reads in her confessional, especially when it comes to Amanda. She doesn't care for the girl. It's so funny to me because she's quick with it. She's quick at the mouth, Rachel Zoe. So Rachel says, some people might feel like I'm over the top, but I'm very quiet about my work and my accomplishments. And yeah, because think about it. When you're successful, you don't have to say it. People can see it. And if you are always talking about how rich you are, how well you're doing, that's usually a glaring red flag that it's the opposite. Because again, when you really are that girl, when you really are her, when you really are him, you don't have to say it. People already know it. They can feel it. It's a presence. You don't have to say, oh, I'm doing so well. People can tell. People know it. It's a vibe. It's the ease that you have when you walk into the room because it's like, I'm really doing my thing. I'm doing my big one. And other folks can pick up on that. So when people have to tell you that they're doing well or that they look really good, they usually don't. And they're usually not doing that well because you don't have to say it. People just know it. They can feel it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But it just felt like, girl, like Amanda's very insecure and there's something a bit off because Miss Mamas feels like she has to prove something. Because even in the Sedona, when they were in Sedona, when they were getting ready to go on that hike and she had the Chanel backpack on, she was like, oh, my Chanel backpack. And it's like, girl, who are you flexing on? They all have Chanel. Like they have closets full of Chanel just like you do. And even Sutton and them were like, yeah, that's kind of weird. Like, we can all see that it's Chanel. It just gives like, is the bag fake? Because why do you need to tell us it's Chanel? I can see it's Chanel. I see the double C's, girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to say what's already obvious. What's understood does not need to be explained, right? So, yes, it's true. Very much so. Look at Pam Oliver flaunting her money in her predicament. Exactly. New money. She definitely gives $25,000. Amanda's gonna go the way of Diana Jenkins if she even lasts the entire season. Yeah, I could see Amanda being a one and done. So yeah, it's giving Jen Shah. Jen Shah was sitting up there bragging, and all of her stuff, all her pieces were fake, and the car was borrowed. It was the neighbor's Porsche. So yeah, people who talk so much about what they have generally don't really have it like that, or it's some fraudulent stuff. A mess. But we now, Rachel goes on to say that Amanda gives very much flight attendant from the 60s. Something's off. So now we get to the next scene. We have Amanda and Kyle meeting up. They're at a place called the Canyon Creative Studio. It's all these pieces of furniture, like really cool artwork for your home. Just cool pieces if you want to decorate your home, right? Really nice. So So Kyle's asking her, how does she feel? Oh no, Amanda's looking for furniture for their home theater. So Kyle's asking her, how is everything going? Amanda says that she feels like a shell of her former self. She says Rachel's party took a toll on her. She woke up that night every 30 minutes with her heart pounding out of her chest. She says that her body responded like it was a physiological threat. She couldn't sleep. So Kyle says, well, actually, you were very cool, calm, and collected. And Amanda says, yeah, I am a pretty grounded person, and I do keep my wits about me for the most part. So Kyle says, well, when I get upset, it's hard for me to keep my wits about me. So Amanda says that Dorit was coming in a way that felt aggressive. It was very much attack energy. That's not how classy women behave. She says she expected remorse from Dorit at the very least, and she's heard crickets. Amanda says that she was disrespected, and on the anniversary of her son's death, and that's a very shitty thing to have happen. So Kyle sticks up for Dorit, which is a very rare occurrence. She says, "No, I know. No, I don't think so. She just didn't know." She says, "I do wish that once you would have said, Amanda. Wait." Amanda says, those are words that would stop you in your tracks, though, right? Kyle doesn't say anything. Now, just a quick side note. I know I mentioned it before in the last recap, but the way Kyle is so cold and stone-faced when Amanda's telling her how she feels about this whole situation is so weird to me. Kyle is a definition of very sensitive, very emotional. She cries at the drop of a hat when her feelings are hurt, especially when it comes to her family, her daughters, her husband. And the fact that she can't just say, you know what, Amanda, that was a horrible thing. I think it's weird that she finally sticks up for Dorit now because she doesn't care too much for Amanda. Because I can rest assured that if she liked Amanda, she'd be on Amanda's side and not on Dorit's side. But the fact that it's weird to me. I think that Kyle's a very weird woman because Kyle, as emotional as you are about your daughters and even Mauricio, I'm shocked that you're not saying, you know what, that was a horrible thing for her to say. She kept going. I thought it was weird. You were just looking at her with no emotion. The same way you didn't say anything in the last episode when she told you in the car ride to Rachel's house that it was the day of her son's passing. You just sat there in the car like, okay, child, like, it's weird. Like, I don't know, maybe they're cutting it out and we're not seeing it, but I think it's really strange to me that you as a mom who's very emotional is very cold and dry about Amanda's situation. Just my 2 cents. Yeah, very hypocritical. It's really weird. She's only sticking up for Dorit now after the backlash last year. Yeah, oh, absolutely, absolutely. Kyle's always producing a moment. I think she's low-key trolling Amanda to make her lash out. I think so too. It was so weird and heartless. She was raised not to have any empathy for women. Yeah, oh, she definitely was. Listen, Big Kathy did a number on all of them, all 3 of them. Allegedly. Let me say allegedly. Yes, okay, whatever that means, that's what she gave, very much so. Yes, she did. She felt very soulless in this moment. No emotion for others. Yes. Kyle's always switching up. She does. She's the main one to expect loyalty and sympathy from others. Oh, all the time. All the time. If it's not about Kyle, she doesn't care. It's very true. No, it's not all the Kyle fans. It's Andy. Andy likes her a lot. She's one of Andy's favorites. So I think Kyle will be Kyle might win the record for being the OG housewife, the only OG housewife who's ever done a consecutive 20 seasons. I always get that. Oh, yes. Kyle has always given me very robotic and programmed, but only when it comes to other people's stuff. When it comes to her stuff, though, very much so it's real. But when it comes to other people's trauma and pain, it's very much like, okay, girl, like whatever, like just like, girl, okay, stop all that crying. The way when she told Lisa Vanderpump, well, girl, everybody dies. We all have pain. When Lisa was crying about her brother who committed, he unalived himself, just nasty work. Kyle has no empathy or compassion for anybody else. If it's not about her, that's a very self-centered woman. She centers herself all the time. It drives me nuts. So anyhow, Kyle says, obviously, I can understand Amanda being sensitive about this topic. Anybody in her shoes would be, but I don't think Dorit meant it in the way she thinks she did. Dorit didn't know about that information. So Kyle is asking Amanda what bothered her the most about the way, what bothered her the most? Was it the way Dorit addressed it, or the fact that once Amanda told her that it was the anniversary of her son's passing, the conversation kept going? Amanda says, what bothers me the most is that Dorit thinks that it's okay to verbally accost someone and come at them with an accusation and aggression instead of asking a question. It would have been highly inappropriate whether or not it was the anniversary of the death or not. She says neither are a good look for her. So Kyle is quiet. Does anybody notice how Kyle always has that smirk on her face when there's drama that does not involve her? I call it the Ashley Darby smirk, where they're just so happy to stir up confusion and mess. And the way Kyle was grinning while Amanda was going on, I said, girl, I said, Amanda, just so you're aware, Kyle is about to run back and tell Dorit everything that you're saying right now in this moment. Because the way Mama was grinning at this conversation, I said, a mess. She can't even hide it. Y'all notice it too, right? She had that smile like this. Like, it was like she couldn't, that little devilish smirk. I can't stand it. Very much so. I said, Kyle, you need help. Just real nasty. Yes, it's very messed up. So anyhow, Kyle goes on to say, Amanda says that she will not go to any dinner parties where she feels emotionally unsafe. So Kyle says in her confessional, it's giving Crystal Minkoff. I said, oh, really, Kyle? I said, oh, that was nasty for you to say. That was real nasty work. I said, oh, okay. And also, girl, for you to feel like Kyle is a non-factor, Crystal's a non-factor, why are you bringing her up then? If you think that Crystal's so boring and was a non-factor to the show, why are you even saying her name? Like, the fact that Crystal and Garcelle are both gone and you guys keep talking about both of them is very sad to me. It's very sad. And the opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. If you really thought that Crystal was a nobody, you wouldn't even say her name. A mess. Yes, why is Crystal catching a stray? Exactly. So now Amanda goes on to say that she won't have her cortisol spiked or her nervous system dysregulated because Dorit can't speak to her like an adult. So Kyle says Amanda's going to have a lot thicker skin to be in this group. Kyle, that's what you say to somebody who is upset about somebody being nasty to them on the day of their son's passing? That's all you have to say is you need thicker skin in this group? Kyle, you've become the mean girl that you accused LVP of being in the earlier seasons, because you swore up and down that LVP was the one who was nasty, a grudge holder, a troublemaker, a pot stirrer, and you've become what you once despised. It's really funny to me how that works. Because let's not forget, in the earlier seasons, you were always the victim. It was always, woe is me. My sisters are picking on me. LVP's picking on me. Brandy Glanville's picking on me. Everybody's turning against me. And you would always say, I would never do this to other people. Who treats people like this? But now, since you're out the hot seat now, and now you're the head girl in charge, now you want to sit up here and talk about, oh, get a thicker skin? Because I remember when Camille was on your behind, it was like, nobody defends me. It's me against everybody else. Y'all are so mean to me. Why do y'all do this to me? But now it's get a thicker skin. Got it. It's so funny to me how things turn. It's so funny how things change. Listen, yes, she was, but we felt sorry for her. I know we felt sorry for her. Listen, I for a long time I did feel sorry for her. Like, oh my gosh, they're so mean to Kyle. Even Kim's mean to Kyle. Kyle can't catch a break. And now I see what they were talking about. She's a hidden mean girl. Now that she's out the hot seat, now she's always being the mean girl that she's always been. A mess. Yes, victimizing herself as always. Got a thicker skin, but she's pressed about Ashley flirting with Mo. Child. So anyhow, we now get to a lunch with Bose, Kyle, Dorit, and Bose's best friend, Summer. So Bose says that Summer is her sister from another mister. They met in high school, freshman year. They were in cheerleading together. She swam, Summer ran track. They would cheer each other on every weekend, all the time. So I noticed, and this might be really petty of me, but maybe I'm just sensitive to this, but I noticed that every time Bose will pay Kyle a compliment, because in this scene, during this moment, Bose is like, "Oh my gosh, Kyle, you look gorgeous, you look beautiful." And I thought Bose looked very pretty in the red, right? I don't know if it's just she does this just with Bose or the other women, but Kyle has a hard time complimenting the other women, like, and especially Bose. I feel like Bose is always complimenting Kyle, and Kyle never tells Bose that she looks nice. And maybe, like, I don't know, in real life, that bothers me too. When you know somebody looks good and you just won't say they look good, it's like, are you okay? It's like a form of jealousy to me. I don't care. I don't like, I'm gonna go off the beaten path right now, but it bothers me so bad. I hate it. It's like a jealous people cannot compliment. It's very sad. And I noticed that Bose is always complimenting Kyle, and Kyle never says, "Oh, girl, you look good too." She's like, "Oh, thank you," and then sat down. It's like, girl, are you okay? Like, she does it a lot, and it's like, let me get off of that. Yeah, run it back, run it back, run it back. If you go back, just go back to when Bose first joined the show. I noticed that Bose would always compliment Kyle. Kyle never does the same thing. Like, she'll compliment Erika, she'll compliment Dorit. But when it comes to Bose, I just noticed that Bose is always the one complimenting all of them. And I feel like Dorit and Erika will say, "Oh, girl, you look good. Bose, I love this. You look really pretty, da 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 da." But when it comes to Kyle, Kyle never says it to Bose. It's weird. It's real weird to me. Like, yeah, it's always one-sided. It's you have me, first of all, you have me screaming right now. Yes, honey. Yes, it gives very much that. Listen, she has a hard time giving Bose a compliment, and I noticed that in this scene, and for whatever reason, it bothered me so bad. I was like, this is about the 10th time Kyle has done that. And that's gonna be one of my questions that I write in when it's time for the reunion. Kyle, why do you never compliment Bose? But Bose always compliments you. Like, I noticed that. It's very bothersome to me. And in general, I can't stand folks who can't compliment somebody. It takes nothing from you to say somebody looks good. But let me get off of that, child. Let me get off of that. Yes, she does. She very much so. What if in her heart she just doesn't feel like she looks good? Should she fake it? You're telling me that there's never a time where she feels like she doesn't look good? Like, I get what you're saying, but I'm sorry. I can't. I'm sorry. This doesn't really apply, because you can't you're telling me that every time you see Bose, you don't see her in a nice outfit. Like, when Bose had on a really nice outfit last season, it was that white outfit when her and Dorit met up to talk about Dorit's separation. Bose has some nice outfits. Is every piece a hit? No. Most people do have some misses, and that's okay. But you're telling me you never think that Bose has a nice outfit on or something? Like, it's just weird to me, but whatever. It's just like, child, let me just, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just, like, it's just, you could be like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I can't really get with that. I really can't get with that. So, I mean, by that logic, that means that Kyle feels she don't look good all the time. Exactly. Yes, you can always find something nice to say. Yes, I agree. I don't know. That's just, yes, Bose looks good. That's a stretch. Exactly. It's weird. Like, okay, I'm so happy. Oh, so a lot of us we're on the same page. Yes, let's now be obtuse. I agree. You said, I'm just messing with you, Brooke. Okay, no, listen, the comment kind of threw me. I was trying to see it, but I was like, no, not really. Not in this instance. I'm sorry. Okay, we see each other. Okay. Yes, you said I don't mess with Bose and her running man, but she do have that ish on. Yes, she does. Exactly. We all see each other. So Yes. You said, child, okay, y'all. Let's get back to the topic at hand, because we could spend all day on this. All right. You said Bo's one of the best friends. Don't be a contrarian. Bose is a chocolate goddess, that though, so Kyle is a hater. Yes, we do see each other, honey. Yes, yes, no, it's true. It's true. Rena Man is wild. So anyhow, Bose introduces them to Summer. She says, Summer and I have been best friends for 34 years. We met in high school. Summer comes once a year to visit me. She lives in Oklahoma. So Dorit goes on to ask Summer, when did she move from Colorado? And Summer says she got married a week after she graduated from college. Yeah, and so now Bo says when she landed in Colorado Springs from Ghana, she had huge culture shock, I'm sure. So now I had no idea that Bose went from Ghana to Colorado. For some reason, I thought that Bose's family moved them to maybe to like California or New York. I had no idea that she moved to Colorado. So I know that was a stretch, okay? So now Bose says, Dorit, Summer just went through a tough divorce as well. Summer was a stay-at-home mom, and her ex-husband was able to get temporary full custody of the kids for the 2 years it took to get to trial. Summer says that he's a lawyer and he's military. I said, oh, there are some professions that you should maybe, I feel, for me, there are some professions that I just refuse to date. Okay. Military men are on the top of the list. Military men, cops. Yeah, that is a no for me. That is a big no for me. So yeah, I was like, oh, when she said he was military and a lawyer, I was like, oh girl. So, and then hearing that he got custody of the kids, like that's crazy work. Yeah, okay, so we feel the same way about that too. Like, yeah, there are some professions. Yes, police, military, pastors. Yeah, hell no. Same here. I would never. No. You will. Those are professions you will never see me date ever. Never. No. Yes, corrections officers. No. Hey, the perfume preppy. Thank you for the super chat. Kyle's not going to compliment anyone who can keep a tan in 30-degree weather. Also, Bose is independently wealthy. Kyle is a hater. Yeah. Yes, you said same, Brooke. If they're crazy, you're in danger. Yeah, very much so. So, yes, power trip careers is very true. So, yeah, not me, honey, not me. That will no, sir, no, ma'am. I'm a pass on that one. Okay, you said no to military men or law enforcement. Yeah, morticians. Hey, Chris. Hey, C Diggy One. How are you, Chris? Yes, RHOBH is finally turning up the heat. Glad to see you recapping. Yes, because listen, y'all, Chris has been pretty much the only YouTuber really recapping Beverly Hills. You have been holding down the fort, Chris, but I said, you know what? These last 2 episodes gave a little something. Let me hop on here and join you. But yes, y'all, make sure to check out Chris's channel here on YouTube, C Diggy One. He does a great job, especially with the Beverly Hills recaps, okay? You said, Brooke, my husband is military. However, I knew him before the military. Listen, there are exceptions to every rule. But it's still, for me, no thank you. Just a personal thing, y'all. If you're with somebody in the military, it's no shade to anybody. I'm just saying, as for me, I can only speak for me. For me, Brooke Ashley, no thanks. If you are willing to have, God bless. But as for me in my house, no thank you. So yeah. So, all right. Yes, honey, to each his or her own, honey. Yes. Yeah, as for me and my house, as for me and my house. I'm going to pass on that. Like in the words of Aretha Franklin, I'm going to pass on that one. Okay, so now Summer says that the divorce almost killed her. She went from seeing her kids all the time to now seeing her kids every other weekend. Whatever judge allowed that to happen is so evil. So now Summer says to Kyle and Dorit, you guys are both going through a hard time. Dorit says yes, but Kyle has got a slightly different situation. She says, Kyle, you and Mauricio are friends, right? Kyle says yes. Dorit says, in your situation, when you first saw the pics of Mauricio kissing another woman, did it ever cross your mind about wanting to file? Kyle says, yes, it did. So Bose is shocked. She's like, wait, you did? Well, why didn't you? So Kyle says, it's a very big decision and it's scary and it's not just me. I'm thinking about everybody here. She goes on to say that when she was in Aspen recently, they went as a family. She did feel invisible. Bose asked her, why do you feel invisible? And Kyle says, yes, I felt invisible to him. She says, we travel together as a family sometimes. We have separate bedrooms. When I would see him in the morning for coffee in the kitchen, I didn't feel seen. Even though we're separated and friends, I want to be more to him. I don't want it to feel like I'm talking to a wall or somebody's on his phone as I'm speaking. Kyle, I don't know what you want. I don't know. Do you want him back? Because that's what it's giving. Your body language, hearing you say you feel invisible to him. I don't know what you're expecting when you guys are no longer together. Yes, you're still legally married on paper, but you're separated and on the road to divorce. He's dating other people. You dated Morgan for a year. So I'm confused as to how you feel invisible. And I'm sorry, Kyle, it sounded like you want him back. That's what it sounded like. Because that sounds like a woman who is still in love. He doesn't want her. I agree. Mo is long gone. She's over bumping coochies. I guess so, honey. Morgan dumped her, and now she wants that old thing back. Okay? Kyle can't act like that when she was in that Brazzers music video with Morgan. Yeah, I agree. Yes, she did pay him dust. I don't know what she wants from him because, girl, when she had Morgan, when they were in love with each other, bumping pocketbooks and losing change, shout out to Alexander Rogers for that one. But when they were sitting up there bumping pocketbooks, having a good old time, honey, a grand old time, you weren't thinking about that man. Mauricio looked like he still wanted to try to work things out. And you were like, girl, you were just like, Mauricio, I'm over you. Go have fun, find somebody else. Now that Morgan has broke your heart and now he's out here with other women, now you want him back. It's like, girl, you can't have it both ways. So I'm a mess. So yeah, I'm just confused as to how she can feel invisible to him. She needs to try more hot dogs. Oh, I'm screaming. Yeah, she didn't care less about him. Not bumping pocketbooks and using tap to pay. Not tired of the carpet burns, child. I am screaming, okay? Sometimes the grass is greener on the other side. No, it's true. Okay, he's having a good old time in these streets. So Dorit goes on to ask, may I ask you something? Do you think the reason why you haven't filed is that maybe there might be a chance that you two will reconcile? Now, mind you, as Dorit is asking this, Mauricio was in the same restaurant and he walks up to them and they're all shocked. Now, I don't know about you, but a part of me felt like this was a bit staged and planned. Did Mauricio have his mic pack on? I don't know. It felt too good to be true that this was just a surprise, in my opinion. Dorit says, Mauricio, you're going to live a long life. We were just talking about you. So now Kyle introduces Mauricio to Bose. Mauricio says, nice to meet you. Bose says the same. Mauricio says that he was having a lunch meeting with a Saudi partner. They're opening another office in Saudi Arabia. So Dorit's like, are we being pranked right now? Kyle says, does he have me on Find My? This town is not big enough for the both of us. So now Dorit goes on to ask both of them now, have they thought about filing for divorce? Mauricio says no. Mauricio goes on to ask Kyle if she's thought about it. Kyle says, well, you've made me mad a few times. And then they laugh. So Mauricio's like, you know what? I should have kept walking. I shouldn't have come over here. And he's joking around, obviously. So now Bo says, yeah, because now you're in the hot seat. So Bo says, it's so good to meet you because I almost attacked you last summer. Now, Bo's, I gotta just tap you on the wrist. You're the only chocolate chip in the cookie, right? You don't need to operate as the guard dog or the emotional support Black person in the group. You just met Kyle. Kyle was kind of cold to you last season because you were firmly on Dorit's side while they were beefing. For you to say I was going to attack you, you don't need to sit up here. Like, I'm not fighting anybody's battles, period. I was annoyed by that because it just feels like you're relegated to being the token friend who's like that sister girl, like sidekick. You get what I'm saying? And you just have to be, if you're one of the only Black women in a friend group, you need to be careful about being and I want to say a word. I want to say a word so bad, but I'm like, that's kitchen table talk. One of y'all will say it in the comments, and you know what word I'm talking about. Yes, yeah, Carmela, yes. Yes. Thank you. That's exactly what okay, y'all, very much so. Okay, yes, doing too much behind a stranger. We see each other. Yes. But it was giving very much that. And it bothered me. That bothered me so much. And I had secondhand embarrassment when you said that, Bose. It wasn't a good look. And Mauricio was taken aback by that because usually Mauricio is like, he's in good spirits. He's a good sense of humor. And when you said that, he was looking at you like, girl, what? Because he was like, I don't understand. And his face was very disgusted when you said that. And I'm just like, for you to, and also just as a woman, to even say that you're going to attack a man, it just feels so like, you're a girl. Like, why are we talking about attacking a man? Like, we're girls. Like, who gonna be the girls? Like, it just felt very, let me get off of that. But you get what I'm saying. We see each other. Yes, he was very uncomfortable by that. He was very uncomfortable. And I was like, Bo's like, tone it down. You don't even know Kyle like that. Kyle considers you a work friend. Kyle considers you a work acquaintance. If we're being honest, why are you doing it? Was too much. It was okay. You understand? Yeah, it was too much. Yes, it was very much that. It was very cringe. Looking for attention. She just said anything. She was trying to have a moment and the moment flopped. It was embarrassing. Yeah. Thank you. It was very much that. Very much. That was exactly what came. I said, girl, what are we doing here? Oh, when I tell y'all, I love the fact that we are on the same page. I don't even have to say it, and y'all are saying it for me in the comments. Thank you. Honey, we see each other big time. Yeah, even Kyle was just kind of like, girl, what? Very much. It was too much. Hey, the perfume preppy, thank you for the super chat. Bo's and her 96 bundles need to relax, but Mauricio, very much so. It was too much. Yeah, no, for real, y'all. It was too much. I didn't like that. So we all felt a way about that part. So now Mauricio was like, what does that mean? Very much whatever that means. Okay, so Bo says, well, I saw you at the Soho house last summer. And Kyle says, yeah, I was giving her the play-by-play of everything that was happening between us. So Bo says, yeah, I was watching you like a hawk. Bo, stop. Stop. Bo, time out, Bo. Stop. Stop. This is foolish talk. Bo's, Bo's, rein it in. Talking about I was watching you like a hawk. Stop. Bo, stop. This man don't know you. Kyle barely knows you. You and Kyle aren't even friends. Why are we doing all this? Hold, girl, I'll be the first one to tell you, if you are looking for a black savior, a black superwoman, you will never find that in me. I will always be the damsel in distress. You, from a little girl, it never gave that. I will be damned if I'm over here with Caucasian new friends. Folks, listen, Caucasian friends that I have made along the way, they know better than to ever. They know better. It never gave that from the time you meet me. You better go somewhere else with it. It will never be, never. Child, listen, it never gave that. It was very embarrassing. It was very embarrassing. Very embarrassing. I will never have my cape on, ever. Ever. And then seeing her say I was watching you like a hawk, it was like, Bo's, what I want to say to you is such kitchen table talk right now. We're in mixed company right now, so I'm gonna keep it cute, but just know what I'm saying about you in this scene, what I'm saying in my head. And y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm thinking in my head. Okay? So now Bose is like, oh yeah, he's terrified and starts laughing. I'm like, Bose, this is not funny. Like, you look foolish right now. This is not fun. I'm embarrassed for you right now. So Mauricio's like, well, who was I with? Kyle says, you're with a girl. Mauricio says, well, Bose, you could have just said hi. So Dorit says, well, it's called being a girl's girl. So Mauricio says, I call it being a spy. So now Mauricio says to Dorit, I haven't seen you in forever. And Dorit says, yes, let's get together. I want to have a chit chat. So Mauricio says, I'd be thrilled to. Now, Dorit, you ate this one little thing. This was your get back, because the fact that Kyle and PK have each other's numbers and they would text each other while you were married and while you were separating. I was here for you saying, no, girl, you want to do that with my ex-husband. Let me do it with yours. So I was here for her getting Mauricio's number and saying, yeah, I want to have a one-on-one talk with you and let's chat. And when she said, I'm going to text you all the time, Mauricio, I'm going to call you too. And they were like, yeah, sure, do it. I said, that's right. Because the same way Kyle was up there kikiing and ha-ha and he-heing and tee-heing with PK, now let's see how you like it when she calls up Mauricio, and you better not say a word about it. So I was here for Dorit in this moment. I said, Dorit, I know that's right. Yeah, honey, Dorit had me laughing so hard. Dorit had me laughing so hard. Hey, Lency Collier, thank you for the super chat. This chat is on point with the descriptive phrasing. I love y'all. Candace would be proud. Yes, the way the chat, everybody is one band, one sound. And I'm so glad that I was not alone in how I felt about Bose in this moment, because she was doing too much. And you know what I'm saying, but I can't say it out loud because you know what I'm saying. But we all see each other. I love y'all down, okay? I love y'all down. So, child, hey, the perfume preppy, thank you for the super chat. Now, this is kitchen table talk now, child. This is kitchen table talk. I don't even know if I want to say this out loud. But now listen, child, I'm trying not to. You're going to be mad if I don't read your super chat, because I'm feeling we on the same wavelength, but I was trying not to say this out loud. Okay? It is giving that. Shucking and jiving. Very much so. Very much so. No, I'm serious. No, I'm like, no, listen, because I'm the first one to say, listen, if I don't read your super chat, if it's too much, feel free to call your bank and say, you know what? Reverse this charge. I'm just saying, I was thinking this, but I wasn't going to say it. And you had to go on and say it. You know what I'm saying? It's that kitchen table talk. So, but we're all in agreement. Okay? But I feel that way too. We're all in agreement here. So, yeah, because child, you know the folks who watch the replay, they're gonna be down in the comments trying to fight me. So I said Oh gosh. So now Dorit says, Mauricio says that he's willing to sit down with her and listen to her without any response. Dorit says, after you've heard what I have to say, if you feel like there's things that you want to say to PK, say them from your heart. Dorit says that she's exhausted every possible avenue to sit down with PK and communicate. Mauricio is her only hope. So now Dorit says, you know what, Mauricio, I don't have your number. I'm going to message you. So they exchanged numbers. Kyle was sitting there. Her face was tight, but she knew better than to object. She's like, okay, yeah, get his number. Like, as you should. Like, go get it. I said, yeah, girl. Now let's see how funny you think it is. And I hope Dorit calls him up all times of night. And also, you guys don't live together. So if she does call him up all the time, you won't know. So it is what it is, honey. So I didn't feel any way about it. I was here for it. So Mauricio leaves. He gives Kyle a kiss. And Bo says, now, girl, how did that happen? She says, I do understand, though. He's very charismatic. She says, Mo's got it. I understand. He's got the good looks, the charm. I don't blame Kyle for hanging on. But I don't know why she's not reeling him in. I said, well, Bose, you can't reel somebody in who doesn't want you. So it doesn't matter what Kyle does. That man has moved on. That ship has sailed. So, yeah. Yes, it's just jokes and memes, right, Kyle? Exactly. So now, Bo says, before we leave this dinner, we got to talk about that dinner last night that y'all had. Kyle says everything was great until Dorit. Dorit says, well, Sutton had told me earlier that day that Amanda had voiced her concern about me and PK. I have the right to confront and ask her, where did you get this opinion from? She shut down the conversation with her son's passing. Dorit says, I had no idea that was the day of the anniversary. If I had known, I would have never said anything to her. Now, Dorit, I get that, but you did keep going. Like I said, my opinion still remains the same from the last recap. The minute somebody says something like that, the conversation is over. We'll reconvene another time. So now Bose goes on to ask, well, after you said I'm sorry, did you go back to the conversation? Dorit says yes. Bose goes on to ask, why did you do that? Dorit says because we were in the middle of a conversation, and by the way, she was also continuing the conversation. So Dorit says it wasn't like the conversation had finished then. So now Kyle says, well, actually, I saw Amanda earlier today. We had a long conversation about this, and she asked me to not say anything to you because she wants to have a conversation with you on her own. So Bo says, you need to follow up. Dorit says, I fully plan to. So now Bo says, look, I've lost a baby too. Dorit says, yes, I know. Bo says, I know the pain I know that pain. There's a very stark difference between being like, I want to share this with somebody versus trying to bring something that to throw out. Wait. Versus someone's trying to bring something to you and then you try to throw it out. She says, I can get into any conversation and be like, my husband died, my baby died, but I don't do that. For Amanda to throw it out during this time feels like she's throwing it out as a defense. She guards info and uses it like currency. I find it disturbing that she just threw it out there. Now, Bose, we see each other on this. No, not Bose. Bose was nasty for that. That day was the anniversary, very different. I agree. Bose, I'm just going to say this, and whether you agree or disagree, whatever. I feel like Bose is saying what the group wants to hear. I think that Bose wants to be in with Dorit and Kyle so badly. And she's aware that Amanda is this season's punching bag. I'm very shocked that Bose had such a cavalier attitude, knowing that she's gone through 2 tragic losses herself. I wasn't expecting that reaction. Ever heard her say, "Well, I don't," and I don't feel like Amanda was using that as some get out of jail free card, because on the day of a loved one's passing, you don't know how you're going to react on that day. It changes every year. Oh, you agree with Bose? Oh, okay. Well, listen, y'all. You're allowed. Everybody's allowed to feel how they want to feel. In my opinion, I just kind of thought it was a little bit strange that Bose had that opinion. But hey, child, listen, I don't want to dwell on this, only because I got a lot of comments with people saying, Brooke, thank you for your thoughts on the last recap, because a few of y'all have had experiences like Amanda, and you said that you were upset by Dorit's reaction. So I don't want to dwell on this topic. I don't want to, I don't want to bring up feelings for anybody who's dealt with that, right? So let's just get off of this, right? The same way I don't want to talk about sad topics. So let's just kind of move on. But as for me, I can't speak for y'all, but as for me, I was shocked by Bose's reaction to this whole situation. That's just me. All right? Okay. And I respect everybody's opinion. If you don't agree, that's fine. But that's all I'm saying. So now they changed gears, and Dorit brings up Amanda's book. She says that she looked it up online and found out that Amanda was in a cult. They're all like, wait, what? So Dorit says, yeah, I read the article, and we see that Amanda's saying she wrote an article about how she was in a cult. So Dorit says, I would have never thought this girl was in a cult. Kyle's like, do I need to look at this website? Bose is asking, who is this woman? How did she get in there? How did she get out of there? Bose says there's so much unknown about this girl. Maybe we'll get to know the real version. And that's the scene. It's clear that they are going to dig into the cult thing even more later this season. I said, Amanda, girl, did you watch the show before joining? Because I think that Amanda is going to have a really rough first season. I don't know. I think that Amanda maybe miscalculated being on this show, because, girl, I don't know how it's going to pan out. Okay? Dorit needs to be quiet. She was in the cult of PK. Hey, the perfume preppy. Thank you for the super chat. Bose needs to reel in Keely from spending her money. Yes, let me go back to drinking my tea, child. Listen. She needs to she does need to focus on that. She needs to focus on Keely, honey, because that whole thing makes no sense. A mess. I hope this is her last season. I'm kind of curious about the cult stuff. Not gonna lie. Sorry, Amanda. What's to dig in? She wrote a blog about it. Very true. You said Amanda's a scammer. Amanda has a cadence and diction of a cult follower. Very much so. They just don't like her. Apparently, she was raised in a cult. Oh, Amanda had an interview with Access Hollywood, said she never watched the show, and I believe it because she seems so surprised at the conflict she's expected to participate in. I believe it too. She does give like a fish out of water. I don't think Amanda cares. She just wants the exposure. Yeah, the way she's always talking about her business, the whole money queen, I think that it is trying to get more exposure. You said, wait, what happened? I read on Reddit that Amanda's no longer filming the after show and she's not returning producers' calls. Oh, she quit the show? Wait, she's not on the after show anymore? Oh, so she's done. So I guess she won't film the reunion then? Another Diana Jenkins? It was released that Amanda decided to not film the second half of the after show. I definitely think she's out for next season or quit mid-season. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a hot mess. Ain't no one got to buy them books now, child. Oh, you're right. She hasn't been on Watch What Happens Live. I didn't even clock that, Chris. You're right. Oh, wow. Oh, that's messed up. Oh, she sent out cease and desist to people online after her lawsuits came out. What? A mess, child. Throw the whole season away then. Oh, she said on an interview with Access Hollywood, she did imply she wasn't interested in the reunion and filming the season wasn't fun. Oh, okay. So she's skipping. Oh, okay. So she's done then. So we don't even need to expect her coming back to the reunion then. So we're not going to, she's going to be a no-show, like Britt Eady and Diana Jenkins. Yeah, it was a waste of a spot to hire her. I agree. Probably because of the money thing, the lawsuit, the supposed, the alleged charges against her. I think they found out that she had a DUI earlier. She had a DUI, I think a few years ago. So I think she doesn't want to talk about any of that. And then people are coming out on TikTok who used to buy her courses. They're calling her a fraud. So yeah, I could see her quitting. A mess. I did hear about Britt's divorce, by the way. I just don't care about Britt Eady. I don't. Beverly Hills as the worst one season wonder. Yeah, I think her and Diana Jenkins are tied. She got a pass that could ruin her bag, very much so. Her husband needs to go to work. A mess, child. Yeah, nobody cares about Britt Eady. I know I don't. And that's not a surprise to anybody about her and her husband getting a divorce. That marriage seemed like a sham to me, in my opinion. So, but now we get a short scene. Rachel Zoe's at home, and she's like, what the F? She's talking to her assistants. They're in the living room, and we find out that she's just filed for divorce, and the news has made all the headlines and the blogs. She says, so I filed for divorce this morning, a typical day. It's not one thing. It's an absolute myriad of bad decisions that have been made over the last few months. We see that 2 days earlier, she did talk to Erika about Roger's girlfriend, her ex-husband. She says that she's never met the kids before, but on the day that the kids went off to camp, she met the kids then. So she was upset by that. So we see Rachel's team on the phone with her. They say, new day, new headline. We find out from Rachel that there was no prenup. She says, I don't want to give this man spousal support, and I don't want him to give it to me. We're both separating, so I don't think that I should pay him or that he should pay me. Rachel, Miss Mamas, you were the breadwinner. I'm praying for you that you don't have to pay that man any money. A mess, a hot mess. It doesn't work. I said a hot mess, honey. I said all I could do was shake my head. I said no prenup, girl. Right, here we go again. Same here. A hot mess. See, that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, yeah, she's gonna have to pay him. I feel it in my soul. I'm upset. Him and that hairpiece finna take Rachel to the bank. Yes. Oh my gosh. I don't know who he thought he was with that hair, honey. Yeah, he's about to cash out. I said, oh, Rachel Zoe, I am so sorry to hear this. Child, he about to get a nasty check. I am so sorry. We know she's gonna pay. Men like that will not walk away with anything. Listen, we know it, because a lot of these men, I feel like, how are you okay with taking money from a woman? Like, that's really embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I'm upset for her. So now we see Amanda at home. And I have to say, Amanda's kids, they're adorable. The baby is so cute. So she says today, Mauricio and Kyle are coming over to show them. I want to show them the new house. Remember that Amanda and Eddie bought Kyle and Mauricio's old house in Bel Air. So we see Kyle come over. Amanda says, how does it feel to be standing in your old home? Kyle says that she's excited to see the whole house. So Kyle tells Amanda that she has to get the party favors for the dinner tonight, because she's throwing a birthday dinner for Erika and Dorit, because they have the birthdays around the same time. Amanda was immediately annoyed hearing Dorit's name. So Kyle says, ever since last year when me and Dorit made up, I've been trying little by little to get us back on track. And I wanted to throw a birthday dinner for both her and Erika. So now Kyle goes on to ask Amanda if she's feeling better about the situation. Amanda says, no, I feel ultra conflicted. I had no idea that the next time I would be seeing her would be on her birthday. So Kyle says, I had dinner with her last night, and she also wants to have a conversation with you to see where it goes from here. So now we see Mauricio arrive, and Mauricio is also excited for the house tour. So now they show them around the house, and I will say, as annoying as Amanda can be, she did a beautiful job with the renovations. The kitchen was gorgeous. Kyle was reminiscing. She said, oh, that's where Portia used to color and draw pictures. We see the flashbacks of 2012 when Portia was like 2 or 3 years old. And now Kyle says, we had so many parties here. We see all the flashbacks of Portia's birthday parties, their white parties. And I will say, Kyle and Mauricio knew how to throw a good party. Yes, she did. Oh, it was the renovation was tea, honey. Yes, Amanda did a really great job. She did the house was gorgeous. Gorgeous. They looked incredible, honey. Kyle hates Amanda tore her floor up. Well, hey, she should have kept the house then. You can't be mad at somebody doing that. It's their house now. It's no longer her house. Yes, she is a great interior designer and decorator. She does. They did a fabulous job, honey. Fabulous job. So now we see Amanda's little baby's room, Shoshana's room, which was Portia's old room. And Kyle's like, oh yeah, Portia used to love playing here in the closet. Good times. So now Kyle says, it feels so strange walking through this home that used to be ours and now it belongs to somebody else. And at first I'm like, it's fun and cool, but then it hit me like a truck. So Kyle says, when we first bought that house, that was when Mauricio started making more money. We were looking for a bigger and better home, but bigger is not always better. So now the house tour is over. Amanda goes upstairs to put the babies up for a nap. And we see Kyle in the living room crying. I mean, Kyle was sobbing down. That house tour took her out, honey. And I have to say, I get it because it is emotional moving. You have all those memories in your old place, especially if they were good memories. And the way Kyle was reminiscing about all the good times, I did feel Kyle gets on my nerves, but I did feel for Kyle in that moment. So when I tell you Kyle was sobbing, Kyle says, well, look at my life now. It's completely different. I can't help but to think of how things used to be. And why would anybody let that slip away? So then Mauricio checks on her. He's like, hey, what's up? Kyle's like, I'm so embarrassed. Mauricio says, what happened? Kyle says, I wanted to see the house, but I'm embarrassed because I'm crying so much. Mauricio says, aw, too many memories. Kyle says, it's making me sad. It was a simpler time in our lives. The girls were smaller. We were happy. Mauricio was so emotionless. He was like, time flies, life passes. Like, girl, it is what it is. So Kyle is still sobbing. She says, I always think, what would happen if we did not move out of here? Mauricio was not hearing what she was saying. He was so checked out. He was just staring at her like, girl, like, the past is in the past, honey. Like, it is what it is. Kyle says, maybe we would not be separated if we hadn't left that house. I don't know. So Mauricio's just staring at her. Kyle says, you know what? I'm ready to go. They both leave the house. And now we cut to Kyle's confessional where she says, why did we let life, business, and work get in the way of us? Why did we let that happen? So now Kyle and Mauricio hug outside. Kyle is distraught. I mean, Kyle was sobbing, honey. So she gets in her car to leave and she's crushed. Now, in my opinion, right, I've seen a lot of thoughts and think pieces on this scene where people said, oh, I see why Kyle left him because he's emotionally unavailable. He didn't understand why she was crying in this scene. So I didn't take it that way. I watched this episode twice. To me, I felt like Mauricio, he knew exactly why she was sad. I think that Mauricio was just over it and he wasn't trying to go down memory lane again. It just felt like, you know what, girl, what's done is done. What's happened has happened. I don't want to reminisce and be sad anymore. I think that Mauricio's over all the emotions and he's over it. I didn't think, yes, I think he felt like that. He felt like she was fishing for sympathy from him. That's what it felt like. That's the impression that I got from Mauricio. I didn't think that Mauricio was didn't understand. I think that he was well aware of why she was sad. He understood why she was sad, but he's in the phase of, girl, we need to move on. You're over me. I'm over you. I don't want to go back. I want to look forward, not look backwards. I think that's where he's at. And I get Kyle being sad. Again, my heart broke for her in this moment. But at the same time, I also low-key get Mauricio, where it's like, girl, we don't have time to reminisce and mope about the past. Like, we only have one life. Time is flying by. I don't have time to always be sad and reminisce about what we used to have. That's not what it is right now. Let's move on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he doesn't want his old life. You're right. Yeah, she's still stuck on this. And also, I'm just over this woe is me with Kyle. Kyle, you were not thinking about that man when you thought that you and Morgan were going to ride off into the sunset. So now you're all sad about what could have been, and we could have still been together. 3 seasons ago, when you brought Morgan on, you were like, girl, I'm done with him. I'm on to greener pastures. So I get why he's confused as to why you want to go back now when you both have made the decision that it's over. So yeah, he couldn't be bothered. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's just he wasn't here for it. He was over her crying, and he just wanted to. Yeah, he probably had a date. Yeah, he probably did. You never thought she moved on? I thought she did move on. When she was with Morgan, she was happy. She had a smile from ear to ear, honey. So I don't know. Yes, she ran off to scissor with Morgan. He's over her. He's tired of her runaround. I agree. Hey, come on in. Yes. Kyle don't know if she wants to be a lesbian or get her man back. Yeah, he's over it. He's over everything. Okay. People like Kyle act like when you two are no longer together, I don't want you, but I don't want no one else to have you either. Yes. So Morgan was a scheme to get Mauricio back, and it failed. Mo had things to do, honey. Yes, he had people to see and places to go. Maybe she misses him. I think she does miss him, and I think that he's over it. He's over it. Y'all have me screaming y'all have me screaming with these comments. She said she fell in love. She did. She fell in love with Morgan. She said that in episode 2 of this season. They got matching tats, everything. Yeah, he's happy. Mo is happy doing his thing. She was fine with Morgan. Now that's over, and she doesn't want to try to. She doesn't want to try anymore with new people. Exactly. She misses him a lot. Is Kyle still in a relationship with Morgan? No, they broke up. She said Morgan broke up with her because Morgan couldn't stand the scrutiny of the Housewives fan base. So she was in a whole Black Curious relationship with marriage on the side. Exactly. Mo be like, I take my 28K and bye-bye. Not the 28,000, honey. Yes. Again, I didn't see it as Mauricio was too dumb to get it. I took this scene as Mauricio is over it, and he's tired of her reminiscing on the past. He wants her to move on. That's how I took it. He wasn't trying to indulge her in a trip down memory lane, in my opinion. So anyhow, it's the day of Erika and Dorit's joint birthday dinner. They're all getting ready. We see Sutton FaceTiming Jennifer Tilly. Jennifer Tilly is a better woman than I'll ever be, because Jennifer Tilly, the fact that you sit up here and you allow Sutton to talk to you crazy and you still get on that phone with her and kiki with her, no ma'am. So we see Amanda getting ready. She talks to her husband. She's telling Eddie about how when she first agreed to go out for this dinner, she had no idea that it was for both Erika and Dorit. She says, I have a lot of things that I want to say, but it feels inappropriate to go into it tonight trying to set a boundary with somebody and it's their birthday. Her husband's like, look, say what you want to say. Let it effing rip. Who gives an F? So now we see Kyle at the restaurant first. She has the cakes with her, some decorations, and now we see Erika arrive. I liked Erika's outfit. I thought Erika looked really cute. So now we see Bose, Rachel, and Bose's friend Summer arrive. So Amanda arrives as well. Erika's asking if Amanda feels okay. Amanda says she feels good. She's had time to process. So now we see Natalie arrive, Rachel Zoe's friend. We met her in the last episode. Now, a quick side note. Oh, sorry. My phone almost fell. A quick side note. Is Natalie supposed to be another friend of the show? Is that what's going on here? Because Natalie's gotten a good amount of camera time. Also, Natalie's ex-husband is super wealthy. They said that he's worth $450 million. So Natalie has a nice coin. Okay. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Is she supposed to be, oh, Natalie's on the after show? Oh, okay. Oh, she had a whole cast photo. Oh, okay. Okay. So she's a new friend of, okay. Makes sense. Okay. Because I'm like, they don't generally have random people filming all these scenes. So, okay. Yes. Her ex-husband created American Idol, Simon Fuller. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Yes. Oh, she has a good coin. Oh, she has a good coin. Oh, Natalie. Okay. Natalie has a good old coin. Okay. So now, well, we have a pretty stacked cast then, because we have Kyle, Erika, Dorit, Bose, Sutton, Amanda, Jennifer Tilly is a friend of, Kathy is a friend of, and now Natalie. So we have 9 women on the cast. That's a really big cast. Okay, all right. So now we see. Oh, and I thought that her blow dryer purse from Moschino was so cute. That was a really cute touch. So anyhow, they're sitting down, and Kyle says that she toured her old house today, Amanda's house now. And she says, I was so emotional, I cried for 2 hours afterwards. So Amanda says, it's okay not to have it all together all the time. I get it. So now Rachel Zoe is asking Kyle, when did she move out the house? So Kyle says it was 2017, but I leased it to other people. And then we officially sold it in December of 2021 to Amanda. So now Amanda jumps in and says, yeah, which I bought with my own money. We renovated it together, but I bought the house with my money. Rachel Zoe was so disgusted by that. She said, girl, why do you have to say that? Like, what value does that bring to the conversation? Like, keep that to yourself. Amanda, I'm scared for you, girl. I'm real scared for you, girl. I'm real scared for you, girl. I said, what do you mean you bought that house? What do you mean you bought that house? And so you manifested a man who couldn't buy the house. You had to buy. Not me, girl. Not me, girl. Not me, girl. Also, why would you even admit that out loud? A mess. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. I mean, it's bad enough that you're the breadwinner, but to brag about being the breadwinner and tell everybody that your husband did not pay for that house, you bought the house, girl, embarrassing all around. It's very embarrassing. Listen, I can't go big sis mode with a fool, and Amanda's older, so girl, stop. The women of all ages don't want to listen. So I can't help somebody who doesn't want to be helped. A mess. You know, his boys are tearing him up. She's so proud to be the breadwinner. Listen, I'd rather chew glass, honey. I would eat a jean jacket before I ever admitted to that. Yes, honey. You know, when I start doing this, you know, I am ill. When I start doing this, you know, we have a serious problem. A mess. Living in her house, very much that. A mess. I said, girl, God bless. Listen, honey, vacuum the beach. Listen. You said the homosexual slapping 5. Honey, playing patty cake right now. I know the homosexuals got very excited hearing that, honey, because they salivate hearing a woman taking care of them. It's very sick. Listen, I can't stand. Listen, if you want to see me upset, tell me some desperado behavior, and I will just hit the floor. She moved him and all them kids in, child. You city boys up. Listen, honey. Child, a mess. Not me, girl. So now, mind you, Sutton got 3 seconds of screen time in this episode. I couldn't stop laughing. Sutton is such a non-factor. I don't know why we still have Sutton on this show, but Sutton looked like an old lady. I don't know what that dress was. The hair was up in that swoop. Girl, I said, Sutton does not fit on this show. Like, that's just the long and the short of it. Sutton is such a non-factor, like, girl. And the fact that you would sit up there and play Garcelle like that, your best friend, I will never see it for Sutton. Literally, Sutton walked in like the old lady going to a bruncheon, going to a luncheon, I should say. Sorry, I can't. When it comes to Sutton, I really have no words. Sutton came in, child, just, yes, it was getting very much a luncheon, a charity luncheon in Boca. It was just book club teas, very much so. The early bird special. Her ex-husband thinks she's a non-factor too, very much so. Yes, giving very much that. Very much so. I just... Y'all better stop. Yes, go play bridge, very much so. That's what she gives. She feels like she's their mom's friend, very much so. Yes, she does. I keep forgetting that she's younger than Erika. I'm just like, walking into the Coral Buffet. Listen, honey, Sutton Brown. Water aerobics. Yes, she does. A matronly tea. Very much that. Yes, gin rummy. Very much so. Dressed like Sutton Brown. Yes. Okay, we see each other, y'all. I'm sorry, Sutton. You're going to always get it again and again and again. You will never know any peace over here until you do right by Garcelle and Jennifer Tilly. Yes, very much Golden Girls tease. Very much so. Yeah, she's younger than Erika. I always forget that. She's younger than Erika and Kyle. I always forget that. I'm like, wait, what? Y'all have me screaming. So now we have Dorit come in. Dorit finally arrives. Dorit and Rachel hug. Dorit says, Rachel, I meant to call you. And Rachel's like, girl, I know, it's okay. So she brings up her divorce. She says she wasn't hiding it. Her heart has been divorced for a long time. I don't want to be back with Roger. Now, Rachel, I still feel the pain and hear the pain in your voice. I don't know, girl. I think that you are sad about your ex-husband, and that's normal. You're with that man for 33 years, more than half of your life. So, I mean, I get it. But to say that you don't miss him and all this, I said, I don't know about that. I don't know. Rachel still has that pain and that anger where I'm not buying that she's over the whole thing. And now she might have to pay that man. A mess. Chris, I'm really hoping that that's not the case. I am praying that is not the case. I'm praying. So now Dorit goes on to ask, why didn't she file for divorce earlier? And Rachel says she spent the last year dealing with the logistics of her new life, but she's effing great. She says, I can't change somebody. I don't want to change somebody. I wanted him to be the person that he was for the first 25 years. It still grieves me and it's sad. I do miss the old him. Dorit says, I know exactly what you mean. I know that she's saying that she's okay, but I feel that she's putting on a brave face. And I agree with Dorit. I think that Rachel is putting on a brave face. Dorit says, How can you not be destroyed by your husband, somebody that you've been with for over 33 years, and now they've moved on in the blink of an eye? So now we're back at the table. We have Natalie talking to Erika. Natalie shares that she just came back from Europe and she had the best massage ever. She says she had the hottest masseuse she's ever seen. And Bose is like, did you have sex? And they're like, did you get a happy ending? And Natalie says, yes, I had a happy ending. It was a very intimate experience. So you have Bose saying, I would have taken that to my grave. I wouldn't have told anybody. And I said, well, Bose, I'd be taking this whole Keely stuff to my grave if I were you. So I said, you want to judge Natalie, but we're judging you and this whole storyline with you and Keely trying to have a baby at 49, 50, and we don't know what this man does for a living. I just, and talk about a baby before he said, I love you, and marriage. So girl, we're all confused about what you got going on. So I just said, respectfully, Bose, I don't know if you're in the place to judge anybody. I just. You judging her, and we got our good eye on you and your situation, because it's just. We've heard worse things. We have heard worse things. I feel like Natalie getting a happy ending is tame compared to the foolishness that we've heard on these shows. I feel like women paying a man's way, that's horrifying to me. I'm horrified about that. That's gonna always blow my edges back and make me want to be like, wait, what? Oh my gosh, y'all have me in tears in this comment section. Yes, very much so. Very much so. Okay. So anyhow, Erika had me screaming. She was like, thank God I'm not the only one. Erika's like, girl, text me that man's number. I need a happy ending myself. So now Dorit sits down to join everybody at the table, and Amanda immediately gets up to use the restroom. Mind you, Amanda and Dorit are sitting across from each other, so it's going to be a rough dinner. So Dorit makes a joke in her confessional saying, Jesus, Amanda can't get away from me fast enough. Is she manifesting my absence in the bathroom? I said, well, the fact that Amanda is the breadwinner and couldn't manifest herself a man with some money, I don't know if she could manifest her way out of anything, in my opinion, but that's just me. Because if you're a master manifester, you can manifest stuff that makes sense, stuff that's going to benefit you, in my opinion. So you said, I thought Erika was tossing and turning it, though, but, well, who knows? Erika always has some story. One minute she's having the best sex of her life. The next minute she hasn't gotten any since, Kingdom Come. So who knows? Who knows? You never know what's the truth with Erika. Okay? So, wait, what did she say about King? Oh, you mean Quads Man? Did one of y'all say that he had a YouTube channel or something? King has a YouTube channel now? Is that what one of y'all said in the comments? Let me know. Yeah, Erika's man is MAGA. I doubt he can put it down. I know, I'm sure it's a mess. Erika gives dry sex. You said white women flipping the bill too. Oh my gosh. Y'all better stop it in this chat. Y'all are on 20 in this chat, honey. The comments have me yelling. Somebody say, King got what? Child, let's move on to the next thing. Brooke, a YouTuber. Oh, well, I didn't hear or see any of that. Let's move on to the next thing, Claudia. Let's move on to the next thing, child. That is not my wheelhouse to talk about. Let's move on to the next thing. I'll wait for Funky Dineva, or I'm not even going to touch that with Chris, I'm just like, let's move along, honey, move on to the next thing. Move on to the next thing. I'm just like, stop, y'all. Y'all will not sit up here. Thank you. Wrong road. Y'all will not sit up here and get this live shut down. I don't know anything about that. I didn't hear anything about that. I'm minding my business and talking about Beverly Hills, okay? So, yes, honey. Yeah, where is she, honey? Yes, where is she? Move on to the next thing. Yes, honey. Let's go make these plates for these men. I was waiting on you. Now, friend, you know you're supposed to be here on time. You were a little late. You were supposed to tell me this 3 seconds ago. Okay, let's make these plates for these men, honey. Okay, yes, honey. Whatever that means. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. You said I am late. Yes, we were waiting on you. I was waiting on you at the door to say, move on to the next thing, Claudia. Move on to the next thing, honey. You have a job to do, child. You can't be out here being late. Okay. I don't know nothing about that. Okay. So next caller, next case. Okay, y'all. Let's move on. Let's move on, child. All right, y'all. So anyhow, so Amanda, Sutton says to Dorit, you weren't attacking her and she's young. So maybe that's why she's so sensitive. So Dorit's like, well, she's not really that young. She's a grown woman. Now, Sutton, you are just so happy to be talking to Dorit. I said just a few short months ago, Dorit couldn't stand you. You tried to slap five with Dorit, and Dorit looked at you in disgust, like, girl, don't even touch me. Don't even speak to me. Now Dorit finally gives you some attention, and you're so giddy. Oh, Dorit, I agree, you weren't attacking her. Like, I said, oh, girl, the ass kissing. I said, oh, it's so embarrassing to watch. And you're doing all this for women who still don't like you. Dorit still thinks that you're a loser. Like, it's no shade. You're doing all this all up in Dorit's face, and Dorit still thinks that you're a loser. Like, my God. Just very sad. Very sad. Yes, she's an old lackey, very much so. You said Levette 2.0. She's such a kiss ass. She looks like a loser. She does. Yes, honey. Sutton is a loser. My God. It's embarrassing. You said last season... Wait, one of y'all mentioned that, yup, last season Sutton said she doesn't respect Dorit. Now we're chummy. Exactly. It's very sad. It's just, oh, you said so much ass kissing, might as well put it on Brazzers. And that will be the lowest rated, lowest watched video. It'll only have 2 views, honey. Yes, the pick me is strong. Okay. So now, Amanda comes back. Kyle comes back. No, Kyle makes a speech, and she says it's important to celebrate any chance we can these days. Dorit says that's so sweet of you, Kyle. She says Kyle and I have been through a lot, but hearing her make this speech means a lot. So now Amanda comes back to sit down, and Dorit says, Amanda, I'm glad to see you. Last time we saw each other, it wasn't very pleasant. It was a heavy night, and I'm glad to see you tonight. I think we should clear the air. Mind you, Amanda's paying her dust. Amanda's like barely even looking at her. She's just annoyed. So now Amanda says, well, can we talk? You want to talk about it somewhere else? And we can speak, one-on-one. Dorit says, no, we don't have to go somewhere and speak about it. I'm happy to speak to you right now at this table. I said, Dorit told her, look, girl, I will not give you all these dramatics. It's my birthday. It is my special day, honey. If you want to talk to me, we're going to talk right here or not talk at all. I said, all right, I know that's right. I was cracking up. Dorit said, we're not doing all these theatrics tonight. So, Dorit says, I'd like to be able to have a conversation with you. And Amanda says, I need to be able to go to a dinner party without being verbally accosted. So Dorit's like, whoa. Excuse me, were you verbally accosted by me? So Amanda says, well, that's how I experienced it. And now she gets her phone out to look up the definition of accosted. And Bose is like, oh, so now we've gone to the internet to understand the definition of accosted. And now we see to be continued flash on our screens. And that's where the episode ends. Child, I'm not going to hold you. They have one more episode before I'm tired of this whole conversation. Let's wrap this up quickly. I'm getting my interest is it's waning just a little bit. Like, enough. Either settle this or not. But I'm already getting a bit annoyed. I don't feel like going around and around the mulberry bush talking about this a million times. I was a bit done. Yes, the show is dragging. You said Beverly Hills is a chop. They need a reboot. I agree. They do need a reboot. They need to bring in some fresh new faces. Now, y'all, I think we're done here on. We're done, I think, with Beverly Hills. It's very stale. Hold on, y'all, because I want to talk about this because we are here to talk about this. Hold on. Give me a minute. Come on. Why can't I find this now? Forgive me, y'all. I want to talk about Bronwyn and her new man because I have some thoughts about that. Yes, we got to talk about Bronwyn. Hold on, because I have the whole. Wait, I have everything I want to show you guys. Hold on, y'all. I want to read the article. I have it. Oh my goodness. Sometimes when you need the file just to pop up and it doesn't, it can be very aggravating. I just had the file right here. I apologize, y'all. Bear with me, please. It's always at the most crucial times this happens. Okay, here we are. Okay, so this is Bronwyn's new man, honey. This is Bronwyn's new man, girl. So what are we all thinking? What are we all thinking, y'all? Okay, so exclusive. The news just broke yesterday. People magazine reported it. Exclusive. Bronwyn Newport is dating model Brandon Good. They're enjoying getting to know one another. Exclusive source. The TV personality stepped out with the model to support Whitney Levitt as she made her Broadway debut as Roxy Hart in Chicago on February 2nd. A source confirms to People that Bronwyn Newport has been seeing model Brandon Good for a few weeks. Child, the news of Newport's budding romance comes 2 months after she announced her separation from her husband of 9 years, Todd Bradley. A source confirms to People exclusively that the TV personality and fashion archive. A source confirms to People exclusively that the TV personality, 40, is dating model Brandon Good, 32. They've been seeing each other for a few weeks, says the source. It's new, but they're enjoying getting to know one another. Bronwyn's really happy. Newport and Good stepped out together to support the Secret Lives and Mormon Wives star Whitney Levitt as she made her Broadway debut as Roxy Hart in Chicago on Monday, February 2nd. During the night, Good posted a selfie to his Instagram stories and wrote, "Date night Chicago, Broadway opening." At the after party, the two were photographed together. So y'all, okay, this is her new man, Brandon. He's cute. Y'all are in this. I couldn't even read the article because I caught one of your comments that y'all made and it distracted me. Y'all had me screaming in this comment section, y'all. Okay, you said it's giving we need a come up. If his bank account ain't big, miss me with it, child. Okay. Yes, she does deserve to be put through the mattress after dealing with Todd for that long. I agree. Okay, so here's my thing with this. Y'all are in this chat cutting up. It needs to be a fling. That's it. I hope she doesn't try to get serious with him. Bronwyn, you better not give this man a dime. Do you hear me? Please. Don't you become a sugar mama. Just have some fun. Let him be a cute little fling for a few months. Get be put through the mattress, have a good old time, enjoy your toss and turn, like y'all say in the comments. To the subscriber who said that, thank you, because I will always say toss and turn now. I'm screaming. Yes, a little yin and yang around the house. Exactly, honey. Yes, have some fun. Have some fun. So definitely fling material. You said I got nothing for Conwyn's nothing ass. Oh my gosh. You have me screaming. She's going to have her ankles to her ears, okay? Oh my gosh. Connor, do y'all see these comments? Oh my gosh. Yes, you're the one who said it. You're the one who said the toss and turn. I live. Okay, you had me screaming. I love it. I love you right back. He's a good time, okay? A good time. Listen, I'm happy that she's finally with a man that she's physically attracted to. I'm happy that she's finally with a man who is good looking. Because, baby, I don't know how she got excited for Todd. I don't. I have to be, I just don't know. I don't know how she did. Oh, you said you saw Connor's comment and you listen. Okay, so y'all all saw Connor's comment. Oh, y'all play too much. The shortcut on Bronwyn is fire. She looks so much better with short hair. Now this bob is doing it for me. This makeup, this is the best I've seen Bronwyn look. If I'm being honest, Bronwyn looks sexy. Bronwyn will hit you with that little kid vibe, that baby voice. I hope that this time, if she's talking in a baby voice, that it's in a good way. Yes, honey, you got her spaghetti strap, honey. Yeah, Bronwyn looks good. Bronwyn looks good, honey. That lipstick color is gorgeous. It is. No more of that flip out bob. Yes. She looks sexy. She looks sexy. A nasty beat, very much so. Mm-hmm. This is the cherry that she can have. Yes, I hope it's, yeah, uh-huh. She is glowing, honey. No more gout. We are finally free. I hope this man don't steal no cherries. Yes, no wacky costume. Yes, like before, Bronwyn sort of gave me a, yes, honey, that bob is tight now. Very tight. I'm here for it. Okay, a sketty strap, honey. Tens across the board. She is glowing without the farting. She looks satisfied. She does look satisfied. Don't do her. Now she paid for that date. Oh, you said dress and rest and a good chiropractor. Oh, that tuna sub better have her exhausted, okay? Oh, wait, that tuna sub better have her too exhausted to lie. Oh my gosh. Maybe she will stop all this lying. Hopefully, she's getting a release now. She can finally release. I thought this was AI. Oh, y'all are so, she might not be so uptight next season. Hopefully. She got that F me bob on, child. Yes, she does, honey. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. No, wait. Do y'all see how I could barely get through the People magazine article? That's how bad you guys were cut. I saw your comments. He's going to zick the lies out of her. The look of a satiated woman, honey. Not too exhausted to lie, honey. He's just happy to be there. Okay. Y'all are so funny. Yes, he was the model in Luann's Playgirl shoot. Let go all that tension in her neck now, honey. Oh, not her getting a good back adjustment. The North remembers, Brooke. Let's just hope for the best. Those cheeks are rosy too, honey. See how fast she got a man? Heather, where is yours? Nowhere to be found, child. You said she cut the hair plus 300 pounds. You think Luann hit it too? Well, Luann is so desperate, and Luann hits on men. Luann will shoot her shot with a man. It's terrible. Yeah, Luann, and Luann was all over him. Yep, this is Bronwyn's new man. Still nothing for Miss Tiki. Oh, y'all are too much. Now, why is Heather catching strays? No more done with Gassy Gout D. Listen. Child, y'all are so funny. Heather folding her own boxes, child. So, no, I don't. No, you don't sit up there. Well, you know how I feel. You don't sit up here. I don't believe in women shooting their shots with men. Oh, he's a cutie. He's a good man, Savannah. Hey, Gemini 617. Thank you for the super chat. Okay, Bronwyn from grandpa to allegedly 8 years younger. Get it, girl. She's beautiful and should have fun. Wow. Yeah, she should have. Yes. Wow. You know what? Without worrying about him passing out. Exactly. Okay. Hey, Bio Miss Flores. Thank you for the super chat. She better just pay him for a bracelet to remember her and some dinner for a summer, and that's it. Oh, no. Y'all better stop it. You guys are crazy in these comments. Hope he's not gassy too. She looks so much younger. Yes, she does. Lord, y'all better stop it. This is a bounce back. Don't become another Desperado statistic now, Miss Bob, okay? How long until the Grand Dame pulls the same stunt? Y'all better stop it. Let's hope. I hope he's not a grifter. I hope so too. I hope that Bronwyn is not paying for these dates. Bronwyn, I'm telling you right now, Bronwyn, the way I will snatch you by your bob, by your tight bob, if I find out that you are paying this man's way, we're going to have a problem. Bronwyn, if I find out that you are paying this man's way, we are about to have a problem. You said, wait, what? And nothing but corn hub and images for the gas man. Did he slide in her DMs? I want to know that too. Like, I need to know. Was it the right way where he slid in her DMs, or did she slide in his DMs? Or did she, like, if I find out that she hit on him first, we're going to have a problem. Yes, belt to ass. Please don't say that. I'm praying that's not the case. Please, y'all. Brooke will take her little costumes too, okay? Oh, you think so? He doesn't have the coin enough to wine her and dine her. I feel like Bronwyn knows better. You do? Why do you think that? Why do you think that? Have you seen Bronwyn over these last 2 seasons that we've known her? You think Bronwyn knows better? No, Bronwyn does give goofy. Bronwyn gives goofy. So, Bronwyn overdoing CrossFit. Brooke, you know, she offered him money. She thinks she's a little Todd. Oh my gosh, I hope not. Getting her back blown out. Male models don't make enough money. You see that tight grip on her shoulder. She's the wallet. Oh no! Oh my gosh. Not y'all being suspicious. That's the bum PTSD, honey. You said, I feel like she'll tell a story about her making a move on him and will be proud of it. Act like she's so scandalous. Okay, wait, so you see it too. We see each other. Oh my gosh. I really hope not. It doesn't give she knows better. Not the broke tight grip. Well, you see those broke men when they're at the grocery store with the women paying for the groceries, and they're sitting up there behind the women, hugging them tight as she pulls out her debit card. A mess. He's gripping on her for dear life. Yes, honey, at the ATM. Yeah, at the ATM too. We see each other. We sure do. Hey, Connor McGregor, thank you for the super chat. Have you voiced your opinion on the upcoming Roni spinoff on E, the one with the OGs that aren't actually OGs? Drag them, please. Okay, I got you, Connor. Yeah, honey, that tax season grip, honey. That tax season grip. She was liking his pictures months ago. She's always had an eye on him. Brooke, you'll be dragging her desperado ways next season. You know it. Oh my gosh. If he posted that picture with date night, he's definitely not paying. Oh my gosh. Lord have mercy. The chat, listen, he better pull out his bank statements. No, he better. Giselle about to be like, were his lips soft? Girl, she's paying to play. Sit on mama's lap. Mama said Beyonce. Okay, now hold on. Y'all know I love Beyonce down. I've seen Beyonce 5 times. There are a few songs that have never sat right with me. Sugar Mama is a song that I pretend that Beyonce never made. Beyonce, I don't know what you were thinking when you made that song. You know better. You know better. And again, I love Beyonce down. But Beyonce, that's the one time I have to whack you, because what it would possess you to make that song. That was a very, yeah, and wait, and hold on. Because that Upgrade You beat is nasty. That song is such a bop. But those lyrics to Upgrade You, no ma'am. That was one of my favorite songs, but I always hated the lyrics. Even when that song came out, I was like, this ain't right, but the beat is too good. But those lyrics, I don't sing those lyrics, but like that Upgrade You and Sugar Mama always had me just like, girl, I don't know what we're thinking, but no. She wasn't in her right mind. I love Beyonce down, but she was not in her right mind when she came up with those 2 songs. Yes, honey, just bobbing to the rhythm, honey, without listening to those words. Jay-Z had her mind gone. I like the beat in my Sheree voice. Yes. Oh my gosh. You said, who got the dogs? I skip flaws and all too. I don't know why you love me. Absolutely not. I could do for you what Martin did for the people, okay? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Yes, just the instrumental. You're right. Okay. You guys have me screaming. Yes, okay. I fly above all the drama. I listen to it on the iPad in my Nene voice. But yeah, honey, I learn something new every day here. I love y'all. Listen, honey, I can give you what you want, okay? No, thank you. Never, okay? Okay. Hey, M Love Black always. Thank you for the super chat. LOL, my mom hates Sugar Mama. She starts convulsing and puking at the sound of the beat. Yeah, I always skip that song. No, I don't know what she was thinking. And B-Day is one of my favorite albums. I think that Beyonce snapped. I think is my top 3. B-Day, self-titled, Renaissance, top 3 for me. That's my personal top 3. But I could go without Sugar Mama. So, you love Sugar Mama down though? Ciao. A mess. Yes, honey, B-Day is good. I'm gonna buy him a short set, whatever that means. Okay, listen. I just roll my eyes so hard, honey. So, but yeah, my thing is this. I'm happy Bronwyn is with a man around her age. He's handsome. Thank you, Jesus. But Bronwyn, you better not be opening up that wallet. And I want to know who paid for these Broadway tickets. Did you pay for them? Because if you paid for them, I'm gonna jump through this screen and snatch this bob off of you. Because girl, I'm just praying that this man is paying. Okay? Because I'm gonna have an issue if you're paying his way. So Connor, you are over here. Do y'all see Connor's comments? Your comment has me yelling right now. You have me yelling right now. No, you don't pay a man's way. I don't care if you're using somebody else's money. You don't pay a man's way as a woman. So no, it's not okay. She better dip and do it. Okay, and go on about her day. He's a broke model. He's not a keeper. Child. They were free. All she had to do was pick the tickets up at will call. Now, Brooke, stop. You know Common was the one who paid for these tickets. Look at their smiles. That says it all. Oh my gosh, y'all better stop. Bronwyn said, "Can I get my bag blown out in peace?" in her Tiana Taylor voice. Oh my gosh. I was about to say, is it okay if she used Todd's money? You should not be paying up for a man's way. No, you don't pay a man's way. At least you'll keep us entertained next season with the shenanigans. You're on one today, Connor. The rosé got me good tonight, sis. What airline did she fly to New York on, and who paid for her his tickets? Oh, from Todd Newport to Todd Burris. She's using Sherry's chicken wing technique. Oh no, y'all better stop. Bob, don't let us find out that you swipe your black ammo so you can get flip-flop like pancakes. No offense, I don't think Brahma got that much of coin, because what does she do? Well, she has Todd's money still, and she's getting her money from the show. Yes, listen, you don't give men money. That looks like an Amazon necklace. Where? Wait, on his neck that he has on? Oh, no. Oh, wings, beer, and bums. Oh, you have me screaming. I love how Australian people say no, like they say it with an R. I'm screaming at your comment. She still has that black Amex. She sure does. Yes, honey. Todd's money is her money, and she's using to pay for a man. She will have no money. We do not pay for men. Exactly. You said negative 28,000, and you don't give men Todd's money either. Exactly. Poor Sherry. Now she can't throw herself at the men's on her show no more. He said 28,000 with that chain. No bling or shine at all. Jewelry from Alibaba. Y'all better stop. $28 on Amazon. Not Todd paying for Conwyn's new man. Y'all better stop. Y'all have me screaming, y'all. Please. It's giving AliExpress. Oh, gosh. Well, Bronwyn, God bless. I hope that you're having fun. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I know I would be running these streets if I were you. I mean, especially in your position, because girl, the chain got no shine is getting me. He got his necklace from Whitney. Yeah. I've seen that chain on Shein. Oh my gosh. She better be tossing that bob around that mattress. Those smiles give tuna sub, honey. Child, Todd he will have her car deactivated after seeing these pics. That's definitely a Temu coat. 45 on the necklace. It's definitely not Van Cleef, honey. Definitely did not go to Van Cleef like me and Clarissa Shields did. She's paid her debt to society. Y'all better stop. Oh my gosh. Y'all. Oh my gosh. Not even 225. That H&M necklace, child. Oh gosh. Yeah. Yes, honey. Broke man be laying it down on these ladies, though. He said, my kids are rich like Pam. Shane from Alto. He needs to go to some nice jewelers in NYC. I agree. Oh my God. No, I am in tears right now. I know his neck was green when he took that off. $2 necklace. At least Nene. Oh no. Y'all better stop. Check if his neck is green. It's tax season and she got a refund. The white of that tee is crisp though. Y'all are so funny. He could have at least went to K Jewelers. Oh my gosh, y'all are too funny today. Oh my Lord. He got that McDonald's tape line though. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what is wrong? Y'all are on one today, honey. Y'all are on one today, please. That jacket's definitely from Zara. I thought it was part of the shirt design. That's a chain. Ron was gonna buy him a new chain now. Stop it, y'all. Every kiss begins with K. Oh, oh my gosh, Connor, why would you say that? Oh, y'all are not gonna have me getting this live shut down. Please, everybody. Oh my gosh, you saw the comment too. He's getting a buzz down Cuban. Oh my Lord. These comments are wild, honey. Oh my gosh. These comments are wild. Y'all better. I'm about to shut this down, honey. Oh my gosh. Oh, that rose has taken you to another level today, honey. Oh my Lord, y'all. Y'all are not gonna get me in trouble, child. Move on to the next thing, Claudia. Where are you? Where are you, friend? Move on to the next thing. Move on to the next thing. Oh my gosh, you guys have me in tears today. Y'all move on to the next thing, please. Y'all, please. They trying to get me caught up and I'm not going. I'm not going, okay? Thank you, friend. Move on to the next thing, Claudia, okay? Let's make these plays for these men, y'all, please. Wait, I'm screaming. Honey, you said come save us. Y'all are not about to have me caught up. Y'all are not going to get me caught up in here, honey. The plates are calling. Please, y'all. Enough. Yes, honey. The new Levette, honey. We need you right now. Oh my gosh. Oh, I saw that. Did you see Gertie confirmed Bravo did not ask her to do Ultimate Girls Trip? Yeah, she's not coming back to Miami. And I'm not trying to be mean. I had heard that a long time ago. Gertie was not coming back. And they didn't ask her for Ultimate Girls Trip. Yeah. And I mean, if that's the case, Julia needs to be fired as well. Because Julia brought absolutely nothing. So we could have a Netflix special with this chat alone. I agree, we could. Honey, they're trying to get me in trouble, honey. I'm not going. I am not even going. Connor has me nervous with his comments in the chat. I haven't even repeated the comments. I'm like, Connor's going to get me in trouble, child. Gertie, they don't like you. They never will. I know. Yeah, Gertie's been through enough. You just can't do Miami. I understand. And this last season was draining. Gertie opted out, or did she get fired? I think that Gertie got let go because Gertie likes the fame. It's no shade. It is no shade. Gertie loves this fame. She loves the attention. She loves being famous. So there's no way that she decided to opt out on her own. She was let go. And again, it's no shade. The good folks who watch the replay of this live, they're going to be like, what is going on? When they see your comments in this chat, Connor, they're going to be getting you, Connor. So I'm warning you right now. When they say, oh my gosh, Connor was on 1 in that chat, when they watch the replay, Connor, they're going to be like, Connor was on 20. It's a wrap for Miami, then I will drop it like I have OC and Beverly Hills. The only person worthwhile in that cast is Adriana. Agreed. Yes, Julia is a psycho. Gertie never got the chance to have fun and be happy on the show. Yeah, I agree. It is for the best. I don't think that Gertie needs to come back to the show. They'd never liked her. So why do you want to come back on a show that you're not liked? But they want the fame so bad. Yes, honey. Connor must have had 5. You must have had the whole bottle of rosé. This is not just a glass of rosé. This is giving a whole bottle. So I miss Russell and Gertie. y'all have me screaming. I see your comment. You have me screaming hungry. Your comment has me screaming right now, child. I need to catch up to Connor. This show helped Gertie's business. I agree. Yes, enjoy your family, promote your book. Now, quickly, y'all, I do want to address the announcement of the new spinoff of New York. It's going to be a new show on E with Ramona, Kelly Ben-Simone, Jill Zarin, Luann, and Sonia. It's going to be called The Golden Girls. No, it's going to be called The Golden Life, right? The Golden Life or The Golden Age. Wait, hold on. Yes, it's going to be called The Golden Life. I'm not going to be watching the show. I don't care. I think that these are some women who cannot let this go, and they need to. I'm not interested. I don't want to see Ramona back on my screen. Ramona is a racist. No, thank you. What do they have to give? Any, like, we don't care. Yes, is that tomatoes? We don't care. I don't like Kelly. Kelly is a weirdo. Kelly is a weirdo. When I met her at BravoCon, what was it, 3 years ago, 2023, 3 years ago, she was so rude, did not even say hello. Rude as anything. No, thank you. I thought she was weird with the whole thing with Bethany. She's been a weirdo, still a weirdo. I don't want to see Kelly. These women are so desperate for fame. It doesn't make any sense. Why can't y'all let this go? You had your moment in the sun. It's time for somebody else to come in now. Sonia's so desperate for attention. It's just like, wow, this really consumes their lives. Nobody asked for this. Yeah, Ramona is trash. Yes, very much so. She's on another planet. She needs help. She's very rude. I don't want to watch them. No, thank you. Yeah, listen, I feel sorry for Sonia. Yes, she's a quack. She is a quack. I don't want to see it. Yeah. Oh, we all see each other then. We all see each other. I will not be watching. I will not be watching. These women are just so tired and desperate. It's like, when is it enough? These women want to go to their graves being on this show. They just can't let this fame go. It's sad. Like, you have to know when to leave the fair, know when to leave the party. Never overstay your welcome. And that's what this is. This is a clear sign of people who overstay their welcome and don't know when to leave. It's very sad. Yeah, enough is enough. They're losers. I agree. Did you see Ramona's drunk cameo? No, I didn't. Yes. Kelly is not well. Sonia's a drunk. Ramona's racist. Luann and Jill are desperate. I'm a pass. Listen. You know, when the reboot was bad, it empowered them even more. I don't care to watch this shit show. I hope it gets canceled. I think it will. I think it will. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I will not be watching. So, E is sad to make a show, though. Yeah, I think so too. And the fact that E is no longer under NBC Universal, I doubt the show is going to be a quality show now, because E and Bravo were sisters and now they're not. So, and I mean, I don't feel like E has any good reality shows anymore since they've parted ways with NBC Universal. What do they have on E? So yeah, no thanks. It'll bring back the E network. Will it though? Yeah, you said Dorinda's wondering why they're not calling her. Well, Dorinda's thinking, I don't want to piss the network off by jumping ship to another network. So let me just stay here on Bravo. So Dorinda probably doesn't even care, because Dorinda's thinking, I just want to be on Bravo. I want to be with the NBC family. E is not with NBC anymore. So she's like thinking, you know what? You girls do that. I'm gonna stick beside the one who got me the job, Andy Cohen and NBC. So Dorinda probably isn't too pressed because it's not on Bravo. If it were on Bravo, then she'd be upset. But because they're on E now, she's like, okay, girl. And E's no longer with NBC. She's like, okay, girls, you do your thing. Yep, E hasn't made an impact for a minute. I agree. Oh, I guess, yes, they have Kimura's show. Kimura's reboot is on E. Yes, you're right. Dorinda still thinks she's on pause. Exactly. Dorinda's waiting for even a friend of gig, just thirsty. Dorinda's staying with the big, yes, she's staying with the big money. Yes, very much so. Dorinda said, bravo, bravo, bravo. Yeah, you see it? Because Dorinda said, no, baby, I'm going to stick with Andy Cohen. I'm not going to fool around with E, because they're now rival networks now. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to bite the hand that fed me. I'm still trying to get back on Bravo. So let me just stay right here. You guys have fun with that. I'm going to stick beside Andy Cohen. Yes, Andy got her that radio gig on Sirius XM too. You're right. You're right. She has that radio show now with Kiki Monique. So yes, she's not going anywhere. She's not going to go to a rival network. Wow, my aunt met Dorinda at a dinner and she was super rude and thought she was super famous. She's delusional. She's delusional. Delusional. I feel sorry for her. Very sorry for her. Yes, honey, where the money resides. Kimura is across the street, okay? Dorinda's making money. Yep, she's on Traders twice. Dorinda has her Radio Andy show also. The Ultimate Girls Trip will end. Yes, the Ultimate Girls Trip season is going to end at Bluestone Manor. You're right. So she's like, no, baby, I'm sticking with Bravo. Y'all can have fun with E. I'm sticking with Bravo. Yep, she'd be on every season of the Traders if she could. She would. You said I used to like Dorinda until that last season she got belligerent. Yep. Wonder how Luann pulled this off. Luann is so desperate, so she wants to be on TV so bad. I believe it, because the way she was so rude to me at BravoCon in 2023, I believe it. And then hearing that she was sitting up there talking badly to Ron on Traders this season, and they cut it out to make her look good and make him look unhinged, a mess. She's going to be in her rocking chair saying she's still on pause, very much so. Yeah, so remember, what was it, 2024? There were rumblings that Bravo had picked up an 8-episode spin-off show, and it was going to be called Bluestone Manor or Adventures of Bluestone Manor. And they were filming the show, but it got scrapped. There wasn't enough. The network wasn't fully behind the show because it was going to be a flop, but I digress. But yeah, they had announced, there were rumblings that she wasn't going to get her own show. And I know she was devastated when they said, no, girl, actually, we're going to pull back and not release the show. So, child, yep, you remember that too. Yes, Sonia will take any job they can give her so she can stop running out on the bill at dinner. Yes, Sonia is a cheapskate. Oh my gosh, that is a very cheap woman. I remember, I'll never forget what was it, last year when that restaurant outed her, called her out in the New York Post because she ran out on the bill and they had to shame her into paying the bill. Embarrassing. And it wasn't lost on me how she never had any food in the townhouse. Anytime she was at an event, she would put stuff in her purse. I said, now, if Black people, if we did that, they'd be calling us all sorts of ghetto and poor, whatever. But it's okay when she does that. It's all funny when she does that. Got it. Sonia was a mess. Sonia was good and cheap. It was horrible. And Sonia needs to check badly. I don't understand how Sonia squandered all her money. Just a mess. Sonia would go to events and eat you at a house and home and put stuff in her purse to take home for dinner and lunch. And you would go to her house and no food. All those interns that she wasn't paying, a mess. And my thing was this, I was always confused. Even though Sonia squandered the money that she got from her divorce settlement, allegedly she got $20 million, plus she got 5 homes from the divorce, one in Saint-Tropez, one in Paris, and then 3, and one in Aspen, one in St. Moritz, I believe, Switzerland, and then another one somewhere else. And she had to sell, remember she had that bankruptcy thing, she had to sell all the houses, all that stuff. My thing is, once you got on the show, you were making good money. They had released Sonia's salary. They were paying Sonia, I think, $700,000 a season. That's good money. Why are you so broke if you're making $600,000 a season? I'm confused. Why don't you have groceries in your house and you make over $500,000? Like, it was weird to me. Like, okay, you might not have the money that you used to have, but you still make a good amount of money. Why is there no food in your refrigerator? Does that make sense? It was weird. It was just, I don't know. Because she invested all that money into that movie that she did with John Travolta and then backed out of it, and then they sued her. And that's why she lost all her money. And she had to liquidate all the homes that she had to pay off the judgment. But despite all that, after you had paid off all your debts and you were making good money on the show, why were you still having problems with money? It was weird. Yes, a pocketbook full of random dinners. No, for real. She was She was always putting food in her purse. When Bethany would have her skinny girl events, Bethany always had good food at her events. And there was one that she put the sushi in her purse. She put the steak free in her purse. Honey, if you had filet mignon, she's putting it in her purse. French fries. She would even say, I didn't eat all day. This is my dinner. It's gonna be tomorrow's breakfast and lunch. A mess. Yeah, she put the lobsters in her purse. Very embarrassing. Very embarrassing. Child, a mess. I just don't know how, if you're making nice money, there should be some groceries in your house. You should have some food in your refrigerator. No, she wasn't trying to keep up with the Joneses. She was very broke. She was very cheap. She was she was wearing free clothes from people or wearing her old clothes. Remember when Bethany was laughing? She was like, "Oh, like Sonia's still wearing Gucci loafers from 1993, child." So please, Sonia was very cheap. Yes, she had her purse lined with Ziploc bags. Yes, and then when you have the lobster in the Hamptons, when Luann's friend Barbara was on the show in season 11, and Barbara had that clam bake, and she put 2 whole lobsters in her purse. I said, this is really sad. I'm embarrassing. Now, if Black folks ever did anything like that, we'd be called all sorts of broke, poor, ghetto, this, that, and the third. If we ever did that, I said, I was not amused when I said, that's sad. You're on TV putting a lobster in your purse, 2 lobsters, and put some clams in there too. Yes, she had a single purse. She had a purse. And she put a plastic baggie, and she put 2 lobsters in, a few clams, and then had the nerve to put in a few crab cakes in the purse too. Just a mess. 2 lobsters. Yes, they would rip us apart if we ever did that on television. Bags smell like legal seafood. I know that closet stank. Was it a Birkin 45? I believe so. Her Birkins are really old. So yeah, probably it was either her Birkin or one of her purses. Seafood boil in a Birkin. Aviva did call her and Ramona that. A mess. And she was proud of herself too. Garcelle was called out for not paying her donation to charity. She sure was. When Kyle said, yeah, I never got your donation. So, if God forbid a Black person doesn't pay their due, we get on Sheree for being a cheapskate. So we can get on Sonia for being a cheapskate too. Folks have a lot to say when it's us cutting corners and not paying, but when it's, it's okay when they do that. And so please. Very much so. Lobster with the plastic smell. McDonald's did not sound too bad at this point. Ziploc bag full of food on a Birkin. Damn, she didn't even have a penny in the bank. That was nasty work from Kyle. Meanwhile, protocol for those donations is a grace period to pay it. She knew what she was doing. I agree. And with Garcelle, it was because of an address change. Yep. When it's them, it's a key and a cackle. When it's us, it's ghetto, lowbrow behavior. So, yes, when it's them, it's being frugal. Uh-huh. That's what, yes, Sonia was very jealous of Tinsley. And I would hate when they would say to her, how can you afford this? You don't have a job. And Tinsley was too nice to say, I'm rich. I'm from a rich family. Of course I can buy this. I was just like, Tinsley, if you don't stunt on these women, they used to play on her top so bad, and I hated it. It was so annoying. But when is Lisa Rinna not paying for seats at charities? It's okay. Exactly. Yep, Garcelle had to check her and let her know she did donate. The apology should have been in public, not a private lunch between them two. I agree. Honey, Tinsley had them big mad. I don't see any version of OG Roni being successful because nobody would be able to get along with them. I agree. Yep, very true. Bring Tinsley back. Tinsley was just living her life and her family was rich. Yep. And then I hated how when Tinsley threw Sonia that party for her and she thanked her for staying at her house and she gave her the Bergdorf Goodman gift card. Listen, You can give me a Bergdorf's, Neiman Marcus, Saks gift card any day of the week. Okay? I'm going to give you the big say thank you. Sonia being mad at Tinsley giving her a Bergdorf Goodman gift card for $5,000 was the epitome of jealousy. I said that, y'all don't listen, jealousy is a bad spirit. Somebody gives you a $5,000 gift card to one of the most prestigious department stores in the world. I mean, Bergdorf's is like the epitome, is our version of Harrods in London. You're mad about a $5,000 gift card to Bergdorf Goodman? What? The jealousy was insane. And she was like, F you for this gift card. And why would you give this to me? It's like, you are insane. Like, they were so jealous of her. I said, girl, this is jealousy in full display. I said, you are so mad. I said, you are so mad that she's able to do that and you can't. Baby, take the gift card, go on a nice shopping spree, buy some nice shoes, go to that shoe salon, buy some new Louboutins. Baby, the jealousy jumped out. Because there is no way on earth that somebody gives me a $5,000 Bergdorf Goodman gift card and I'm mad. I was shocked. They were seething, honey. Yeah, thank you. She was mad and didn't give it back though. Exactly. She still took that gift card. She wanted a grocery gift card. I'm yelling. Child, listen. What? Like, are you kidding me? What? I remember being so upset. And then I remember that one time, the following season, Tinsley thanked her again, and she bought her a brand new Louis Vuitton Neverfull or Speedy. And then Sonia was like, oh, is this real? Is it real? And Tinsley was like, girl, I don't buy fake bags. Why would you ask me that? It's real. And I said, Sonia, the bag was real. Why would you, you're so hateful. You're so hateful. She never even said thank you. Was the bag real? Girl, you have Louis Vuitton. It's in the Louis Vuitton gift wrap. They have the nice bow on it, the nice card from, they were so jealous of Tinsley. Oh my gosh. It was just, I was like, Tinsley, nothing that you do will ever be enough for them. You said so she could sell it. Oh, probably that's why. But also, I would have kicked Sonia out because Tinsley's not buying anything fake. I would be so insulted. I'm not buying anything fake. I don't believe in dupes. If I can't get the real thing, then I'm just not going to have it. I don't believe in dupes. So I felt Tinsley's anger. Like, you're really going to ask me if I bought you a fake bag? I would never do that. That was just so nasty. Yes, they were very mad about, she was young. They were mad, her youth. She still had her youth, her good looks, her charm. She was out here in these streets getting it because, baby, they're all almost 70 now. They were already in their late 50s when she came on, and she was a fresh 41, 42. They were big mad. They were big. Oh, they could not take Tinsley. They couldn't take her. I would have taken them back. Listen, Sonia be at Canal Street. They bought the fake ones. Child, they all hate. Yeah, honey, the Green Eye Monster. They were so jealous of her. And the men wanted to. Yes. Tinsley got the men to come to her. Sonia, Ramona, and Luann had to chase men and shoot their shots with men. That's what they were so mad. It was embarrassing. Child. Hey, Bio Miss Flores, thank you for the super chat. Like with Nene, people are forgetting why most of the OG casts aren't on air. They were horrible and got too big-headed. Like, no, keep them off. Child. Hey, Bio Miss Flores, thank you for the super chat. Destiny's Child's whole discography, B's first 4 albums are not the Desperados' whole scripture and hymns. You think so? Wait, I might have to go back and do a re-listen. Not her first 4 albums were Desperado. No, I don't. You might be right, and I'm not happy about that. Tinsley is still that girl. Yes. No, yeah, you're right. Because Bills. Yeah, yeah, because they were with me. Yeah, he was using her phone, and they said, "Can you pay my automobile?" Yeah. Oh, you did chew. Oh, you really did chew with that analysis. You said if I was a boy, yeah, oh, child. Let's just it it kind of was because they were allowing that man to use the phone, use the car, and they were sick of it. But they shouldn't have been allowing him to use that car in the first place or pay that phone bill in the first place. Yeah, let's just listen. Move on to the next thing, Claudia. Yes, let's just keep it at yeah. Thank you, friend. Move on to the next thing, child. Yes, they came to their senses. Yes. Just yes, move on, child. Wrong road, wrong road. Yes. Listen, just move on to the next thing. Move on to the next. Let's go make these plates to these men, okay? Listen, y'all. No more, y'all. Yes, honey, they were teenagers, okay? Listen, exactly. Listen, we're gonna just move on to the next thing, honey. Move on to the next thing. So, do you remember when Funky Dineva was on TGIF with Claudia Jordan and Al Reynolds? Before the show, before they disbanded, before the show was just went to pot, anytime they would get on like a very spicy topic, Funky would say to Claudia Jordan, "Move on to the next thing, Claudia. Move on to the next thing," because like he didn't want it to like go into something else. The way so I started saying that as a way to shout out to Funky Dineva and Claudia Jordan because he would always tell it to her before things went south. He would say, "Move on to the next thing, Claudia. Move on to the next thing, Claudia." So now, we've adapted that, and it's so funny. So that's where that came from. Hey, High Vibe. Thank you for the super chat. Bravo never dealt with Sonya's obvious substance problem. Her antics became more unhinged and tasteless in the later seasons, and then she had money issues. Yeah, I agree. But I feel like they would try to help her, but Sonya was in denial about her issues, in my opinion. So, child. Y'all, let's just move on to the next thing, child. The worst was Dorinda, and they almost addressed it at one reunion, but then moved on swiftly. Yeah. Dorinda, man, Dorinda was, she was horrible. Her last season, she was out of her mind. Out of her mind. Yes, you can't help who doesn't want to be helped. Yes. Sonya was still living in when she was married to JP Morgan. She couldn't let it go. That I think there's something to be said about you have to move on in life. Sonya could not let that go. She was still trapped with what she used to have. She couldn't, and she still can't let it go. It's very sad. No matter what happens in life, y'all, please never get stuck there. Never get stuck there. Do not get stuck in grief, loss, whatever. Please, life goes on. You have to continue living. You cannot live in the past. You can only move forward. Whatever has happened has happened. Never live in the past. And Sonya is a clear definition of a woman who lived in the past and how it greatly affected her in a very negative way. Very sad. Very sad. Hey, Pete's 96. Thank you for the super chat. Brooke, Destiny Child's first single, those lyrics. Move on to the next thing, Claudia. Move on to the next thing, child. I would never fumble that Morgan bag. Ain't no way. Yes, Arrested Development. Yes, life is too short. No, it's true. You have to keep going. You have to. You really have to. I get so many comments saying, "Oh, Brooke, you've gone through quite a bit of a lot of loss in a very short period of time," and I say, "Yeah," but I said, "You have to keep living. Your loved ones don't want you to stay there and be sad. You have to keep living. You cannot, because someone goes, whether they pass on or they leave you, you cannot get stuck there. You cannot. You cannot get stuck there. You can't. You cannot." So, and I felt I feel bad because Sonia is still stuck in 2007 when he left her. And the story goes, because Sonia has never told us why they got divorced, and she still has not revealed it till this day. It's so weird. But somebody, shout out to the folks on Reddit. The good folks on Reddit had her tea. Allegedly, the story goes, when JP Morgan was in the hospital, he had gotten injured or he was sick. They were on vacation. They were in St. Bart's, I was in Saint Tropez, and he got sick and he was in the hospital, and he's called her and said, "Hey, you need to fly back to New York and take care of me." And she said no, and allegedly. And the story goes that her best friend was at that hospital taking care of him, and he divorced Sonia in that hospital, and he married her best friend. So it is true that her best friend, her former best friend, was his fifth wife, his last wife. So yeah, so that's why they said she never got over it, because it's like her fault. Pretty much, she wasn't there to take care of him. She was out gallivanting, allegedly, in Saint Tropez, allegedly. And pretty much she's the reason why he said, "Okay, I'm out." Yeah, she forgot who had the money. That's so trifling. Yes, remember, Sonia was holding on with the pictures of her husband in her dining room. She had a whole episode with someone coming to put the painting up for her, and she would give them to her daughter. Yes, she was still in denial. Her friend was also younger than her. Yes, I've heard that as well. I heard that story too. Okay, yeah, so we've all heard it. Why did she not fly back? Child, I guess she thought she was bigger than the program. She thought, "Hey, I'm young and sexy. He's gonna deal with it because he wants this young and sexy, And he was like, "Nope, honey, I can get young and sexy from your friend. So bye." And a hot mess, child. All she had to do was watch that man. Oh, Devin. Oh, Devin, you have me hollering. Oh my gosh. Devin, you had me screaming. Well, no, he actually passed away last year. Do you see Devin's comment? Y'all are on 20. I'm gonna pour myself the biggest glass of wine when I get off this live. Y'all have me screaming. Bass leg situation. Yes, Sonia was drunk, probably flirting with men from another country. Oh, she was, allegedly. Yes, she messed around and found out. You were thinking the same. Devin, you had me yelling. Why would you say that? You had me yelling. You said, Devin's not wrong. You know that JP, yeah, it was long. She got a $20 million divorce settlement and 5 homes. Oh my gosh. Oh, between you and Connor today, y'all are on 20. Y'all have me scream. And he was already what? He was 77 when they got married. And he was 84 when they got divorced. Yes, Sonia looked good. She did look good back in the day. She did. Is her daughter doing well financially? I'm sure. I'm sure. He left her a trust fund. Y'all have me screaming. Lord, she fumbled. She couldn't wait. Oh, wow. I didn't know he was that old. Yes, honey. Yeah, that family money is so long. They have a gemstone named after them. Okay. Well, she squandered the settlement money. You said Devin is a mess, but he didn't tell a single lie. Okay. Wow, she messed up the thing. Okay. Connor's on a roll. Her daughter's a real Morgan. She'll always be good. Yes. Yes, I'm sure the daughter's good. He just didn't care for Sonia. Yes. Yeah. He still took care of the daughter. You said, I'm sorry, but I love drunk Sonia. Remember when Bethany yelled and told her to go to sleep when she fell down at the table? I remember that. They were in Miami. Renee will return according to... Are you talking about what, Mob Wives? The Mob Wives reboot? I think let Mob Wives go. We don't need a reboot of Mob Wives. That was once in a lifetime TV. Yes, honey, effed up the church's money. Could have had the widow dress, the sun hat, and shoes, shades ready to go. You said you're still gagged. She said the family made the decision for the divorce. Oh, please. It was him. Yeah, she said her daughter didn't want to be on the show. And JP Morgan did not want her on the show either. And she was also in boarding school. Yeah, Drita isn't coming back, so what's the point? Yeah, RIP to Big Ange. We don't need... Let it go. Let it go. Without Big Ange, there's no need for Mob Wives. I agree. Big Ange was a star, and she's gone. I agree. Is Drita still with that man? At least she was smart enough to get knocked up by a billionaire. Mob Wives was upper trash. Child. Drita is on the next season of House of Villains. Drita does not need to be on TV. She needs to focus on her sobriety. Oh, Drita left Lee? She did? I don't want to see Renee. Child. What was Sonia's salary? Morgan. Yep, he passed away last year. He was 94. Okay, thank you. Sonia was making $700,000 on Roni, so she was making good money. She was definitely seeing good money. Renee was a train wreck. There was too much violence on Mob Wives. It wouldn't work today. I agree. After finding out they were all fake friends from Ange's sister, apart from Drita, that they can all play in traffic. Yes, we don't need a reboot for everything. I'm glad Drita left. She deserved better. I agree. Yes, let it go. Exactly. I'll never let that much money pass me by. Well, whatever Sonia's doing, I guess it is passing her by, because she never had any food in that fridge, didn't even have an assistant, had all these interns working for free. Renee was a worn-out Temu version of Teresa. Drita was on Karen's ass every day. She sure was. Drita was always fighting for Lee, over Lee and with Lee. A mess. I might cover it. That trailer has me gagging. Okay, it looks good. That Ladies of London reboot does look good. I'm not even gonna hold you. I might be watching and reviewing Ladies of London, because it does look good. That really does look good. You said Sonia's a damn fool. You better be at that bed for your retirement. Oh gosh, how do you expect them to work for free? It was horrible, and wasn't feeding them. One of her interns did an interview with the New York Post about how they got college credit for it, and that was it, but didn't pay them. She had about 13 of them at one time, and they said that, they said they said she was a nice woman. They said she was really nice, but that she was all over the place, and it was a very long day. Just cheap, child. Yes, I'm gonna watch Rhode Island. I will be watching Rhode Island. Yes, they only got college credit were interning for her. So you said, speaking of, Sonia's daughter currently works in entertainment finance, and she's smart enough to finance her mother's life, so I think she's good. Okay, that's good. Yes, very, very much so. It was her money was found in those ghost businesses that all failed. I agree. I agree. Oh, Dolores is an official cast photo? She's doing more than a cameo on Rhode Island? Really? Dolores can't let this go either, honey. Dolores is, every time you see Dolores doing an interview, it's always talk about New Jersey. Or it's like, Dolores can't let this fame go. They can't let this go. Yes, it's cheaper than straw. No, for real. Yeah, she's a friend of. She's a friend of. But honey, Dolores can't let this go, honey. Child. Yeah, and then two of the women on the show look like Dolores. So it's going to be Dolores, Dolores number 1, Dolores number 2, Dolores number 3. Who knows? I think that they definitely wanted to come back, but for right now, it's on pause. She said, I can't wait for New Jersey to come back. Those sisters fighting got her stressed. Did she ever come out? No, those toaster ovens never came out. Never came out. And then she had the clothing line with Century 21, and that flopped. Century 21 went out of business. A mess. They better have the title cards for their names, okay? It'll be like Meredith and Lisa season 1. It took a season or 2 to tell them apart. Teresa messed up Jersey marrying the lobster narc. The new Roni won't work in this political climate. I agree. I remember that the tipsy girl, she had the tipsy girl line, and then Bethany chewed her out for that. She's like, it's a copycat brand. Every time, I mean, whatever Sonia touched failed. It's no shade. Every time she even talked about a business, it failed. A mess. A mess, y'all. But guys, I'm going to close out the live tonight. We're going to end it here. We're going to pick back up tomorrow because I want to talk about this story about the woman getting pregnant by this inmate. We got to talk about that, okay? I did not forget about that. So I'm going to end it here. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I hope you guys have fun with me. I will see you tomorrow, Lord willing, and we will chat and have a good old time. But yeah, the way y'all showed up and showed out in today's live, I can't wait to watch the replay because y'all were in rare form today. Y'all were in the rarest form today. I mean, the rarest form. Okay. But yes, we are going to have a good old time tomorrow, Lord willing. And hold on, wait, before can we all have a praise the Lord moment? There were no trolls in today's live. Jameer, let's all clap. No trolls in today's live. Nobody got stupid at the 2-hour mark. So God is good. The restrictions are working. No trolls today. So this was a great live, honey. A great live. God is good. God is too good. So yes, honey, we made it. We made it. Yes, honey. We did it, Joe. Okay, so God is good, y'all. Won't he do it? Yes, won't he do it? Such a fun live, a fun time, y'all. No trolls. So yeah, I'm feeling good. But guys, I will see you all tomorrow, Lord willing, and we will chat then. But have a great rest of your night, and I will see you all later. And thank you all for joining me, okay? Bye, guys.